ya dwene tie ka white fe ya dwene fa hade ne mienu nyina we be ma wo de kokoforo tisabasa unhu se wutu ka fa nipa ne mu akọ wo be delay wo soro ho ni atwa wo ahia ne eto se kusibon coach ban ene e ka ne ho asami me ba na ma be ye ho adwuma e de atraw na fe ya hwe mediama yes o ka ho bom united ho sa e de ne age na obeji league no enti asas day chief of staff for the bongo oh boy Masai and they were for doing from Siamamu aha man polosia not just master bafo houses station master doom yes munyinano munkutem kakanga krana yanko ye tell say nura na niti to ho ye hwede league in the world year at the same time na ye hwede war twen ho akoka 11 wonders and ho no and a league no ye wie victory no abusia de tienie Nations FC ne shebre kura no wa bona danie mi hu bi da na mo se coach ni nkwa na yes ade no ana Nations se de mre bi na mo kamu ana mpese mo ko ho na mo koye tititon ade we de mentiazi o ya no mo de she coach ngba ana coach na sa na Frempo manso no na nya asem ketua wo de bisa fa sa video no ma wo mo na anim na ya dada o ma bre yes Mika Nations de nyina no twade ne bra from na ye hwese ta na dwampa wo de yi sports eyi ne nyina ba from na ye hwe de tene se Nations tifie e ma vision be she ne ka ba ko a want to antie tas ne si from say flat adwo we bema wo de betu ka me nko ne keka bi nkyiraw nyame anyado na pose for cry twa ho anhia ye betu yensa de ball san se de waye ne hu bi da sa wo sha ye twe mo fi relegation no ba tra fie alusuo and your Frempo manso tibi hua doctor so okopata omo nyina tibi hua Nations abra no mulusu ewo abrankese by vision 1-0 media magi league na bra nra obo modin she num ema Lions take kan mu mienu ewo takwati e Nel Park 11 wonders woni ne bo asibe oya ye hu fa ya kakra bi na je se ejire din o masa boys no come wi kakra bi na je se brekum Chelsea ko she ne kamienu a want me ante de to dwa eno no adwa na se miensa ma young apostles eti kanu bako dreams tena fie se miensa bebia ni ghost ati kanu bako ewo tuba outrotaf no so kotoko etwa yes de tennis se Bechem United ema Bechem esemiensa kotokoti kanu bako we mu ne be Hamza wonso eja mbagaze Hamza nkwanzu bia na nyono nkwa o munyina yo humu na samatesin so abobadim etra fie se bakua House of Folk and to me ante Karela 1 Sodro Oblast no and a hoitifie emma the tennis basake aha ye points ne ma wo mu a 3 goals not just or 3 points no so ejredin wey and in see our week 33 ne mu abusua weekend the goals ni flow 27 goals and a record here 6 home wins 3 away wins and a team eba ya draw there ya ntimi enya bi ewo weekend yes results wa etimi eba ye nemu abusua de tennis mediama at 62 points aka last game there nanso the G League no mediama dankan okra 62 points Gold Stars twana so tosu miedu ewo 54 points House of Folk tosu miensa or 51 points Adriana tosu 9 ekra 50 points Samates tosu enum ewo 50 points Dreams tosu ensia ewo 50 points the Genesis Karela tosu enson ekra 49 points Ukraine owinia top one aviko to konka hondi ebeyeza be de mo yer ma men top 8 ye ni Jesus bia ne ho bia bo kotoko efiri mu anu afiri the Genesis Samates tosu enum ekra 50 Dreams tosu ensia ewo 59 points Karela tosu enson ewo 49 kotoko tosu nwotwe ewo 46 points Brekum Chelsea watwene ho afiri relegation mu wotoso nkron ewo 44 Bechem tosu edu ewo 44 Vision tosu du bako ewo 44 points Holy Stars tosu du mienu okra 43 points Sodro Oblast tosu du miensa 42 points Lions tosu edu 9 okra 42 Nations wadin ho akotum 16th position with 41 points yes and 17 no Ho United 30 points and everyone the trot war okra 10 points into between Nations, Young Apostles, Lions and also Sodro Oblast udi agona last match obodro lusukra obi she ya pe kukuro na chese waba aba abetom na relegation work already yenya ho ya watwe ho kodada ni 11 wonders the Head Nations, Young Apostles, Lions Oblast obi omunyina da no abusua ehu ed ema wo mo Holy Stars kwa wo mfiri musa enti ma nka wo se mediama at 62 points and actually Agi League Noa. Menoka said here, we have been the last 5 years. We should num ebay mediama Agi League Nimu. Yes, Mabo Modern Yamo Mabaso. The tennis 2021-2022. Obakaya Kotoko Nigeria. Almost Mudi be defended. Na mediama say Hene ya ni defend you. Mediama Baji 2022-2023 season. No, ye 2023-2024. Yes, summer test and so Baji free mediama and Samua. The Tiano no and your call 2024-2025 Gold Stars and Super Uremu Abaji ye na mediama Abaji 2025-2026 Afidiano and also Obajia Yakano Musomo na say dear Omia champions for last 5 seasons ever no mediama Urum Aje Mienu and a dear friend Abusia dear tennis na mi adumua weekendi we any didn't cry ewo Ghana yen Premier League your boy yen emu dear tennis ba seke Holy Stars kotrani fie yes one Dreams FC and ebebo ntiatia tarabai e de ama wo mo ye benya kotoko ene sodro obla so mu wie ewo papa ya Sports Stadium Brekum Chelsea kotena Golden City Park we free relegation there nanso yes regional derby woni bechem ene pepo Gold Stars 11 Wonders Lions bebo mediama so we Lions so she oh and the Lions free mediama de den masa jani home Kawela any nations and Kawela ground so free mana brother din ban say ya no more check na Kawela's free ana free relegation to actually din doctor any you know na wo bobi dia ma wo me say di agro vision and Diana and a babo near young apostle Samates omonso ebetumi apa we and near tear no more yamrai na febra mediama Agi League no with 62 points no na chese meno ekase die yanya Ibrahim Tanko anyas say ono so didi nkoma kakra na odi to dwa say omo ekoto season mu na omo hyase eye pre-season yi.
It was a really tough season when we started with our pre-season in Abidjan, and I must say, and the boys composed themselves very well. I mean, we took a lot of experience from Abidjan, and then when we came here, we have this Century Cup, which helped us a lot as well because we are not in the top 4. So I think we prepared very well, and I congratulate the boys, and not only them, the management, the board, the president. Everyone have played his part, and we thank them all.
Ibrahim Tanko Anyas and Martin and Kano Wajidia African Obako no say media member so yemuni akwedie I was here shasi and prepare for
yeah
fine.
Okay
fine.
Chairman so ha Kangen and magic drinking water
no SMBC
ewo he
chrono
ade na okoro
ko fo video mun su e gaga me so don sem patch ni na mo test ani bi na mo ko test here
am bi are o da
see me video about TV so no say me video dem record
yes we turn and you go test
yes ka fo bi su na say me so we don
okay. All right, so here what is happening around the world of sports. Manchester United, Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, but those inside Man City's training grounds say Pep Guardiola is leaving this summer and has already made up his mind weeks ago. I'm saying koma koso enono was a quatna kakra
and only say Enzo Maresca
Enzo Maresca
afford the arms to train.
Let's
see he's the manager that Man City
Enzo Maresca
of Chelsea former coach.
Okay, say yeah babwa. Bruno Fernandes say he is very proud. Nani Swaji Enamzi Sia Kasei. What call Premier League record for most assists in a season. One record no call no.
A record that Kevin De Bruyne
and a set here. And why you call it? Okay, and that will be
20 goals.
A good one.
20 assists.
A good one for Manchester assists. United at least. So Arsenal. So Mikel Arteta is still calling on the fans. Send they should be the 12th man The value of them is just infinite, undescribable. One home game remains for the Gunners, and they need every ounce of support from their fans. It's a very difficult game today. Very, very difficult. To Arsenal, and Arteta is calling on the fans. Semumra, this is the last time you see them this season at the Emirates. Temumra, Munina, Mumra, Mubasoma Medin. Because the Burnley game is a difficult game. Never Burnley Nebo. Kofo interest, papa, was Spain, Baby. And he is calling on them. And I think it's the right call.
Right call.
Right call. Okay, so Henry predicts dominance from Arsenal. So Arsenal are going to win the Premier League and the Champions League. But trust me, this is just the beginning. We are just here. Thierry Henry and Eka is one of the best players to have ever played in the Premier League. Uka Premier League at back of some in the on Eka say it's not just anybody at all saying anything. Okay, Liverpool's dressing room is genuinely divided. Tensions have reached a boiling point amid growing frustration with Ancelot's work this season. But clearly, Liverpool out to say Enema Achiaka. But is that the problem of the coach alone? Liverpool should look at that next season. I mean, the Barca don't have the money to sign Julian Alvarez, and the player prefers to sign for PSG anyway. Madrid are prepared to do everything possible to sign Rodri this summer, after Mourinho personally identified the city midfielder as one of his top targets. Luciano Spalletti on Juventus loan to Fiorentina say the performance was dreadful. Lost of the performance was dreadful in many aspects. But Hurricane says they will target Robert Lewandowski's 41-goal record next season. That's the goal. I always say that it depends on playing a lot and staying fit. Hurricane, he wants to be in that class.
The man and spend day 1 hour Benfica office. So
why?
Report say Wakram.
Why?
Papa Josie.
After placing third,
9 years, home unbeaten record as a manager. On a year.
Home unbeaten record in the so detailed
for 9 years. No Bobo home Bianca.
Na negotiation. A program.
Benfica, one of the top managers. No.
So I believe get it.
And we quite be judging Mourinho. And your man, I'm a ball league, I'm person more J. Champions League, I'm we watching the
Baba Yana, Udu baby, I'm a 7 year tinting.
Oh, boss,
I'm not paying our catch. Say, Mourinho, I call unbeaten. Unbeaten, no, Udi and Benfica, a team can see a pan to the detail. And said, debut a baby Kuchikotoko. Now, some are called beating, I go to go detail now they wow. And I'm in 2 Genesis will say, what the Benfica detail? One moment, there's a what you say. Intino, as of course, Portugal, Benfica, FC Porto, Sporting, 1 month a year, Pepe, top trainer. And the season ending, I don't the trainer. I just say, and your man Kui. Name we in so on or record interview or command, but now because we are calling beating, or calling beating the tether. I must say, they had you. Mom did Bassa so much, La Liga, going beating. To unbeaten the means to an end. Oh, but I feel near cancer. What has a yes idea near Yentuaso and Mediama FC sealed the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League title in an emphatic fashion. Almost a 5-2 when they met Heart of Lions. What does this do to Heart of Lions? Okay, but backed by a jubilant home crowd, the mauve and yellow produced a 5-star performance. Okay, so Ibrahim Tanko is now a league winner, and he has credited his side's successful campaign to tough preparations they underwent before the start of the season. Also, not preseason a year. Wakasa Vision FC so Sonra, they did the unthinkable. Omba Abrankasi Ebeshe Nations by 1-0, making things very difficult for Nations FC. And when last year, ya no non-comedy league, said they are in the finals of the FA Cup. the Ghana FA Cup, the MTN FA Cup, and they are battling for their lives. They need the help of Asante Kotoko and others. And Sana Omotimi Akwakunya result or Karela. I mean, the thing looks very tall, but let's hope.
We are say Otewa. I am careful because we need to teach now.
Yes. So. Tension flared at the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex on Sunday after some unidentified supporters deflated the tires of Frimpong Manson's car following the club's painful home defeat at Vision FC. As of 6 p.m., Frimpong Manson was still locked inside the room under heavy security presence as tension remained high around the stadium premises. Security personnel were forced to maintain a strong presence while some supporters lingered around the facility, demanding answers after that disappointing defeat. Natchez Abrankasi Yeding, Mayanga, and then there's so many happening to me. Then they go to know why then. Oh, okay. Black Starlet suffered a disappointing 1-0 defeat to Senegal in their group game. They say we need to win the last game to have any chances of moving on. Okay, South Africa second match goes saying Ghana head coach Baba checking my head. Okay. Carlos Queiroz has stressed the importance of thorough and modern preparations as the Black Stars get ready for the World Cup. Wayne and Sem Kakreo. So the results at a glance: Nations FC 0, Vision FC 1, Mediema 5, Heart of Lions 2, 11 Wonders 0, Brekum Chelsea 2, Adriana 3, Young Apostles 1, Dreams 3, Gold Stars 1, Bechem 3, Kotoko 1. Baba, we don't count one sem. You go say Kotoko 3. FC Samates 1, Heart of Oak 0, Karela 1, All Blacks 0, Hohoi 0, Basake 3. Wow. And South Africa. Okay. And there's a league table. And it's a Ghana 1 point. Algeria 4. Senegal 3. South Africans also 3. So what I say? We need to win the last game.
Yes, to get 4.
Say 4. Then also Algeria South Africa Algeria and Senegal will be in trouble.
You'll be in trouble.
About 4-4, then the ghost thing will come in. So Media Magic League, 62 points. We have just one round of games to go. Gold Stars are second. Yes, second. Hearts of Oak will be third on the league. Depends on the last game. Adriana FC, 50 points. Samates, Dreams FC. So Kotoko, do they have any chances of making the top 4? Difficult. A win will take them to 52 and see what happens. Okay, Nini now Karela, Brekum Chelsea, Bechem, Basake, Vision 44 now. They looks very safe. Yeah, but until the last games they play. Yeah. Say Vision All Blacks 42. They will need a win. Heart of Lions will need a win. Young Apostles may also need a win. Nations, a win will depend on others. Hawaii relegated, 11 Wonders relegated. Ghana League 170 954. Kanjen for high bidding como. Kanje chema boko there. BBI fine. BBI okay and yama koso. Okay.
So that's that talk.
Na yen strem paibo mfi against for no. Na yen we send because Burnley game no. And mine no aya o kan Arsenal matches 170. Was it a difficult game?
Nah,
I say difficult game.
Yeah, but La Liga Spain. Barca. Yes, Arsenal game. Yeah, no West Ham. Yeah, yes, it 59 million. And then they view, but La Liga.
Was na Barca we? Na Barca.
Boy.
How
many Madridian?
Okay. Say someone you know.
Okay.
Someone
interest ni free.
955. 955. Chema mom pa na Burnley game na edin. Mo bi am fani agro. Ko ni ma ye hu no. Niema wiemu nye
so Diana
wiemu nye
Thomas swap Pep after this league.
Ai sa na yina emu me kwa maso sa da ye no
Thomas swap Pep.
na swap Pep na Arsenal fo su enti han
Said ya sa na Enti anopay your most special good morning. Right, and yes, if you are enti na no anu no ebe fa why Arsenal beji enti e konko fun kroso and someone edi adencheche enanopay na epumfumpa onko fun kroso no ye de ho nsem ato anim ensem ne de doso de disefata se uhwe na utie enanopay ye de esumwo. We are live on Facebook, Oyerepa Radio, and I say Oyerepa TV Ghana, Oyerepa Radio, and I say Oyerepa TV Ghana. O den say obeshe na wa commente and some bebre and a weekend a to jam o den say o do den to boss player abakin kenina ama said ye say and said ye a fata nano pay World Cup update some 24 days to go. Na Mundia Esa set to be precise 11th day of June 2026. All the three host nations no open ceremony. To jam na first game. Etimi atofem na enam yachwa kwaya mascots. Efa so eba World Cup mo in 1966 England World Cup. And yehunsem womo add the mascots and theme song. Inaugural mascot Amadiramu into bones a mascot World Cup ma 1966 and yenya first mascots our World Cup mum na Ushemwa Union Jack Jesse and a Red Lion and na a day I mascot na pay you're doing na to an him and na pay 2026 tournament ebenya three mascots Clot the Bad Eagle, United States, and Mapo the Moose, Canada, and Zayu the Jaguar, and also Mexico. In Taiwan, and Abusiam 1660s, and United States of America, Canada, Mexico, and I be hosting the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Yanwakai, actually 48 nations, and are competing for the trophy. Now, Didier Deschamps and Corentin Tolisso when you call up into the national team for the World Cup and the to just on Corentin Tolisso official will give it out in the best when you best season. I want the career man official na o deserve sa ya two some at the African players sa amunko gem Emma the French national team nanka on Corentin Tolisso ebanya kwan akwa si akanibi or disappointed say coach Anthony Sam and from Yanko England nantantem so a yenim kobom ewo England and ano pay Manchester City and Chelsea on Saturday Africa final eto jam game no bana we ye na Antoine Semenyo komo bruta na back go bia or the two Chelsea atna na nyasem ketwa and game no first bana we ye Chelsea for no complain here say amanya penalty referee anje and fam mo highlight ni na key highlights here the atom or a party no so Pep Guardiola at the atujam set no cranium or you happy with a modern man and Marantanum at then a day against Chelsea on Saturday. Now Diamete and pay terms of Manchester City our training grounds and a dressing room hall tete set Pep no what decided set Orient the 2025-2026 season yeah on trust home and yeah Juma Beam and from Manchester City no a reporter and banana be catcho set Chelsea manager Womujana Kwai Enzo Maresca or your manager Chelsea Forum Ukomwa Womujana Kwai Manchester City Yadanum Etidachibia se Pep decided se on trust Yama and Enzo Maresca and a rebam Unai Emery a trene Emma Aston Villa na Unai Emery or say Pep Guardiola a greatest manager our home our Premier League and after a football mo or say Babia na Pep won some 9 points at the on Arsenal tem watitia ama in league no ultimate emania ye na Kwaya of us FA Cup and Oba England trophy sawaje at the Manchester City winning the Champions League for the first time for City a super Obana Basum and what Pep at the two jam sir or catching and ranting on Saturday say ya FA Cup when you be a numbia and you can be a beer masa monkoda na mon resty body no watna here be say Cup chen in the batrase ni acham games are akam in the English Premier League in focusing na ekosum after winning the FA Cup to win the FA Cup no we no wa man players no ankwanko no mon sabia and ye de few etodwa and no pay Antoine Semenyo say Pep Guardiola Amekino great player woman and the football assistant and what you calling Tin Tolisso reporter Eba Echemsa Ukomwa na Sandro Tonali is up for sale na Newcastle United woman say Samai Sika woman demanded woman saka Sandro Tonali woman betonum na metiti report baby utua 87 million pounds woman China amana kosi akan amao Pep Guardiola funny response ahead of a City and Bournemouth game na utreni ye cheri let say na win FA Cup program message bay and ode Emma players no ahead of game on the Bournemouth abebono Pep.
Hopefully the trains works better. But we always playing. We are rich. No, but we see tomorrow. Smell how the players and review immediately how Bournemouth they can do. But we played a few times against Iraola, and I would say it's not the best opponent after go away against the game like today.
Ano I Pep Guardiola na dia ano na player bakwa I captain amateur series James and also Kasai looking at Reece James emotionally now on you happy.
No, it's obviously, firstly disappointing to lose, but, take a step back and, look at the game and not the scoreline. We matched them all toe for toe. In the first half, they, probably had a lot of the ball, but it wasn't really hurting us. They managed to score off a half chance in the second half. Yeah, I think, game plan was a good one today. They changed in game as well, but we didn't have the final touches today. Yeah, it's difficult to, come back after 2 months and, walk into a final, against such a good team. But, I tried everything and done everything I could. Yeah, I mean, everyone in the final wants to win, whether it's, the local trophy or the FA Cup. Everyone, I can't question, anyone's willingness or desire to want to win. We all wanted that. We just didn't get the rub of the green.
Now, Maminko Casemiro say on it Manchester United. Now, before the start of the game, minim say Nabusiano do Manchester United sao. Eti Oyerepa Radio where Casemiro wife or Tinisio before the start of the game. Nikunu Ebon the last game for Manchester United Old Trafford. No Tinisio ya de atu screens so na Benjamin Sesko de mete HMC United na Brighton amo manemo game ne bi. Amo say wanya slight injury amo and risk and wachi Michael Carrick and after Steve Holland nyina. Amo sign contract ama Manchester United on Saturday me catch you sir Michael Carrick 2 years and manom afe omo GDS Steve Holland no ejuma oyem ebwa Michael Carrick tina bench wo no to na nihwe na tia owo bi okọ no ho akọja dwen ede afiro nto no som etana afe omo nyina abom etimi ede aya ejuma Bruno Fernandes are proud and we're happy, we're grateful. Sam wetim I call the most Premier League assists in a single season. Sa record him on him Sam yaw Kevin De Bruyne wotimi ye bi Thierry Henry also timi ye bi Thierry Henry enya 20 assists in a single season. Kevin De Bruyne enya 20 assists in a single season and Bruno Fernandes 2025-2026 and also enya 20 assists. I say are you proud of that record no guy no Manchester United I was say I'm repay Bruno Fernandes desk for his loyalty for the club and other club assign where it belongs. Sign good players to complement his efforts.
And what you can never doubt with Bruno Fernandes is he cares, and he's always cared, and he's always been passionate. So it's important that Manchester United keep him, by the way. He's got a buyout clause in his contract, and I think that he'll be looking at the club and speaking to Michael Carrick and saying, right, come on, who are you signing? Who are you going to sign that's going to take me to a point whereby I'm staying here? I believe in this club. I believed in this club last summer when not many people at that time did believe in it, when Manchester United had just been beaten by Tottenham in the Europa League and finished 15th in the league, which is unforgivable. He stayed and could have easily jumped ship, and he didn't do. And that will put him in a really good position with United fans because they demand loyalty, they want loyalty, and he's given them that. But now I think it's time for the club to really repay that loyalty. And that
80 Michael Carrick full speech after Manchester United final home game of the season. Odin Kudimu and some way and Orituja.
I mean, what a way to finish the season for us at home. What a game that was. That's how we like it. We've got to make it hard for ourselves and make it exciting. And I thought we played ever so well today. It was it's unbelievable to see this place like this. It's such a special place, and it does magical things. We've had some unbelievable times over the years, and this season we've had some big days that we've all enjoyed. I want to thank the players that
I say Danny Plus now say the fans now say for their support. Now, remember Arsenal so na fe yenim komo e wo Arsenal Mikel Arteta e trene Emma Arsenal or same fans no the 12th man Emma ono Mikel Arteta or say of volume and I say with them yana nyama koye and to express them one bebam in their numbers to support the team. Declan Rice at a powerful message. Ama the fans ahead of gamer one more elbow at the Etiam at Burnley or say game bia amubona fibia homu taking it serious and this game eka home now nyadia say amu game 30th no ho the amu game ho aye Burnley game no amu tell him so I'm burying him Thierry Henry at the atuja say ebi awu game say Arsenal dominance no eba na wie ya da bi agro na wudie ombaji the Premier League ombaji the Champions League and anumpo asase afen na kese na papa eno yan some Thierry Henry at the atudam and na anopay na ti Oliver Glasner so to anopay o say hey hwe me Oliver Glasner rotation by me rotation biao against Arsenal me the strongest team and the bomb at the etia Arsenal Oliver Glasner at the no Mikel Arteta admit sem Emirates atmosphere no eyana enyansu so papa e wo team no so.
A few days before I was appointed here, I was in the other bench with Man City. And that image, that feeling of the stadium, the crowd, the 50% of the stadium was empty. It really got into me. I said, with this, I mean, there is no project, there is anything that we're not going to do. This is not going to work. Unfortunately, it got worse very quickly because then COVID hit and then we have, instead of 50%, we have 0. So it made the job even harder. So after we have to rebuild everything. But sometimes when it's harder at the beginning, then it's better. So to see that transformation and that joy on the people, it's something that it's beautiful to watch.
Asem we dey kwaba ko edu asem no be kan ni different enti o say edu ka say last year na project na so and enti o ka project na mature dey ati ase na Nuno Espirito Santo o say o you positive emfa ho say olusu to Newcastle United.
This week we should do better so we can show at the London Stadium to our fans a different performance, a different attitude in terms of the game. Anything is possible. Let's wait for Tuesday. Even though it's difficult, we're still alive. Let's see. There's some hope. More than anything is respect. Let's prepare ourselves and show a better performance. This is what our fans deserve.
Now, yeah, Kakao Spain, Chabi Alonso Akache, Penninfoso there be João Pedro no, Mamon Tono, Emma Barcelona and João Pedro will stay. Na God of Honor Enrakoi, Emma FC Barcelona into the God of Honor for the best. That's Barcelona. You better check video no on Oyerepa TV no so nwati Julian Alvarez and a reporter Ekutai James Sika Abusiam Atletico de Madrid demanded womuntua enti boy no PSG pusia womansa ebetima kana Hans Flick or say obia hu adwuma João Cancelo etim aya on de ne pem ene so betinam na fi wato so aya adwuma ama Barcelona or say waka ede Acheampong de Kosam omuhia top striker after the exit of Robert Lewandowski. I was say omunyam top striker na fe obejanim ho e matim no Javier Tebas say no Ukraine were delighted said Jose Mourinho returning to the La Liga and now Jose call Benfica offices home nim penim for the team koma about 1 hour and a Jose Mourinho edi wo ho all corona an assistant dinechi na busuam report HM say all is done wa agree bia what ase so be adwuma emfie is done players or pair or we nyina adiaka and said next week or the pen ebe se people so na fi wa sign e de Madrid na enra Madrid says Sevilla we no Alvaro Arbeloa anyway etuda.
No, I was comfortable. Sevilla's bench was comfortable, and honestly, I think the team played a serious match in what is always a difficult stadium against a great side. The players were very clear about what needed to be done, and I think we had the match under control at all times. So I'm happy with their very best. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if they're going to change them.
See, medicine no kaintie Jose ade no. Jose no am kubusa ne papa. Na one Madrid obo game we or win no mus oba Madrid na one fionti no kra mo ayonkofa bi da montem doesn't mean oba say no kai.
My future should be decided this week. As I was saying in Portuguese and Spanish, I have a proposal from Benfica. I don't have a proposal from Real Madrid. At the same time, I was saying that too high, that there is nothing. We cannot do that. There is something, but not with me directly. And I need time. I need space. I need time to make my decision. And this week, I think, is going to be very important. We are close for 13 years, and that doesn't mean that I've been in the club for the last 13 years or that I'm going to be. We were always.
Jose Mpesobe confirm ade no. Nti ade a Jabi Alonso anti mi anye Mourinho baya wa beyo. Numa Madrid fans na to echi ho. And say Jose de ginidi aye bi da na de gina tron no ano obetima ye. Ntabusiam ye jaso anopay e de nkofon close nsem no esi ha. Na boss player and the able team no pay dia kam nyina.
Right, thank you very much. 10-12. Sini akwaba.
Yeah.
Yenim common for Kangen and Magic drinking water. Sure. Kangen dia unim dada alkaline water etutu yade. Omsi ame ngen kansem ba nokre wo mne se. Obi onom Kangen bia no. Eche se oni yade kwan ntem kwan wa. Doctor and is a prof on doctor to have a prof. Sam no kase. Se alkaline no body no mo dia. Cancer, na we mema prostate cancer, ne breast cancer, ma. The cancer be international system. To no ya num kanje num su bi akeke. Na bibi anya fa. Boy mu na baba ti.
The science of Kangen and magic drinking water. Oka Kanjina, Nankrofobisa, what is the meaning or the word Kanjin Efrihin? The word Kanjin, a Japanese word as it says return to origin. Return to origin. Now another word for Kangen water, electrolyzed reduced water. Electrolyzed reduced water. Now you can't electrolyze reduced water. Now it's just a processor in sunu femu ansana APN, electrolysis. And unya charged ions, the positive and then the negative. Na eno splitting so mu mienu enti Kangen machine we hwe mu aye titanium coated platinum plate bi o mu a separating so into two streams or I can say me beka say drawbang mienu enti so no hydroxide and a hydrogen and a alkaline na eno no ya can say minerals to say calcium magnesium iron may here ni pedua and a fast stream no but near my win any peduano and no for the other stream which is a video MCR area 2 screen or so no we want a Kangen machine crash 2 divides into streams are now drawing near me you know first one I made testing in a alkaline water and then I purple no until when any pH near purely alkaline what tested the stream now a far down as yet the and also you book a crash and yellow and made a disposable cap no be as an obonsa ebema yellow chest any acidic water. Now acidic water sanitizer. Sano pe kase steel obi be kase bia na ohia bibi dia paper table no so. Sa acidic water no act as sanitizer. On say na man yellow. Inti born e was slides kakra bi ya descending na anope me sorry I'm making kind about electrolyze reduce water. Legend. There is research ya ba ya na ya kan say dia ya kan enya say ebia ye ka keke em say video na born check cry direct from the machine enti in so one say one part alkaline and then purple no and or test the other side acidic me that say born enti dia or testing so no so dia enye na your friend pH tester anka nipa bia na ansa na obenum nsuo kra no as I saw head the pH level legend obi to minimum nsuo eno ani say wato onim pH kra ade kra head the test pH no na nsuo na wo no bisa ho say alkaline neutral and acidic then the test just okra pH tester no been so use litmus paper internet make say ra science mo kakra say oko Google na o type Google Scholar they are born they are to see you beka ho asem say see abon pacho ma me first one no electrolyze reduce water na na wa shrink ne kakra na etumi enya legend oko Google Scholar na o type Kangen water na electrolyze reduce water ebema over hundreds of thousands of research enkrofwa scientists be crowd one was my cancer say me times and numbers say can feed a medical device in Japan and other countries, especially Europe and Asia. It's recognized as a medical device. Inti anope maybe sa Google no born bachelor shrink kakra mine. Or say it's often known as alkaline ionized water and is produced by running tap water through an electrolyzer that separates it into acidic and alkaline streams. Enko fast kakra. And you say the alkaline and cathode side water no is rich in dissolved molecular hydrogen and carries a negative oxidation reduction potential. At the end of negative ORP and say and we nache and I say reduce that potential say ankasa adikudin ebe we nache. At the end of the day by a pese research now unsu utumi remubi because uti fear the ebema unsu we sua de say wafa smartphone na nso na ye ka ho asem no one acidic waters nache and fa pomudin papa bro but this time around we want you to switch. Now switch na they say unya enough evidence empirical evidence I convince you say sa adikudi and then yen experience based ni yanom internet to me ebo ho dehro no oba se na o se electrolyze reduce water no ne function pa ne se boa neutralize oxidative stress enti me pa cho bra yen next slide no se and neutralize it say answer na bibi ebe neutralize me say ade na ye too acidic and too alkaline na ye dua na ye di a chrem say most na ye acidic and from akra ye home enti no alkaline water no ekoko neutralize sa acidity no na de moja pH na back to neutrality baby anyankopon born na 7.5 na ode ma yen answer na wo we empacho yen next we no so the next slide afi or say how is it made we won't say or train a kwan ahodo a fast why they prepare alkaline water no and all can say minerals I won't so no ni nyina call one charge place and afi dia enye manipeduan eco negatively charged place nti no okay kind these things on the internet ebo ma unya that idea where research and profile or Google Scholar na America but how it is made born how it is made never no mine how do you make it ain't good thank you water passes through an ionizer where it is subjected to an electrical current dividing it at semi-permeable membranes legend say ye kangin so na dia ba kun so ebo pa electrical charge one said the kind and ye ra science mu kakra so won so no cry electrical charger nipa da se ni bia we wu bia no o electrical charge you don't have any electrical charge off say you see obi ewu a nkwa any source no there is no electrical charge but periodically onum kanjin energy drinking water introduce it charge no adenti kwan aye fa so yen so no electrolysis electricity and have air piping so mu through the titanium coated platinum plate enti wo kan a sa semi permeable membranes in your plate are make am was made say and all can say the cathode positively charged minerals like calcium or say alkaline side no sa cathode attract minerals like calcium magnesium iron now I yield them a high pH and traps molecular hydrogen that is what is consumed as electrolytes reduce water. Yanhwe anode no nso. Anode ne the acidic side. Drobin na ema acid no te say video na edi kan hwe no. Or say sad drobin anode attracting negatively charged ions where science resulting in acidic oxidizing water, which is sometimes used as a surface sanitizer. And this acidic water ne de yenya bre enka ho asem bebre, but say me kasa no pe bia obi num eyi nka chese scent ejina ne numa say nipa no nya acidic water na eboa ne pa enti we perpetual benefits niama Kangen energy drinking water and say electrolyte reduced water no or say extramolecular hydrogen na no legend or say acting as an effective therapeutic agent that scavenges harmful free radicals. Obi area nyina so no so baako free radicals. He said they don't have that that audacity and that power to bond, so they are roaming freely. So unya bonding na ema cells ni very stable electrovalent bonds, covalent bonds, and then the science mukakra ema bond ni very stable stability and yepe, but free radicals na enam and na de yare brain and I can say antioxidant property na kangin ekra especially molecular hydrogen no boy say bibi therapeutica okwana ye massage wa on the way out to me that is what we refer to as therapeutic, and I can say act as such an agent into a boy free radicals no two cellular hydration, and I can say one enum kanjin so no the body absorbs it, the cells are absorbing more, and potentially aiding in quicker recovery and better hydration. And quicker recovery ne yana me the two sportsmen legend over smartphone says you are now type key sports persons are omunum kanjin water. Yewo Ronaldo Oyizubi, yewo top sports boxers, Pac-Man Munina kanjin machine si omufi omu use not just for the rich, but when I hear sports so no better hydration. Me pacho yanko the next slide, the next one quickly. And these are some of the things HS kanjin in so it is not like the other waters. Legend one way yabeka and so bia in so there be times and number yaba demonstrated HS and so no it has specific spectacular properties and unique properties. Bako antioxidant. Thank you. Also your research your phone so me that
say key sportsmen now can Tom Brady
me that say
LeBron James
basketball,
yes, Tiger Woods Stephen Curry Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao, Bryson DeChambeau,
me that say
Magic Johnson,
me that say
Kurt Warner, Kelly Siata.
Yes.
Have a team sports teams class in the world.
Yes.
Use
kanjin water.
Los Angeles Lakers, New York Yankees, Seattle Seahawks. Say kanjin ya.
Enti we kran we use Google. We say call Google Scholar na dia. One dey American you see say hospitals use obetimi Google be a president and they call sports. Obetimi have our smartphone
no Google. The Google Scholar is an academic engine.
Thank you.
What the your researcher. Oh now kono akoy almost steady adibia person steady.
Good.
Then use that as your reference. Good. And kanjin for more radio suande na and be ade chia you be before for kanjin to we mu nyina ze kanjin na ye
yes omu nyina use omu nyina use enti
boys say time na ye enti
ono so be ba na ye numbers pa and ye bie phone lines ni si mu a legend ya na dodo na say ye nya bi wa ye nya bi wa be nya bi wa na ye bie sa na ye numbers 0241 44 91 0241 44 91 onuma eboa kidneys one say obi num galamsey so na wo galamsey community ya na one hwe ya o kidneys no ene ukọ abefu fidie so na o ye researcher yare a ha youth ne pa kidney na wonso a wonum ne nya e the pressure to kidney no so entumi excrete sa waste no enti unya kanjin energy drinking water obi so bi say me nya bi wa ha okra no betumi aton bi wan kasa obetumi atukakra aton from 1000 2000 maybe e wo bia obetumi atukakra na watom ima e wa ha enti ono so de kakra be kan ansa na ya sorry
enti and no person so na wonum how all informed ya show the enti also onum kanjin enti ya show
Dinta was on kanjan into Unsun on and found Techamaka testing to share this video and I say slide ya show ya and what the pH test and most of an air common near Tombi or baby a tuntun so be answer be our honum. It's yet put the pH test and a testano in soon a deep blah, I just say a pure alkaline in nature. Ye green and someone who say a neutral, like I said, no, ya be alkaline, they acid crowd and more because I'm not purely for disinfectants. Yet ye affinity and 500 we are 1 liter bottle in any packaging, say, and the other by 10 a previous one here 500 ml and legend ya kono. Me kasa di with time so that number they be a platform ya because be America. Also be on more nya the pound person in ya be de ben ebenya bi. It's one of kanjen aboa recommend them will be na yam one intimate fan grow a stronger brand. Na ye patriotic in ya bought to build a better nation. It's recommend the kanjen. Now
just 30 Ghana cedis per pack. 30 Ghana cedis per pack. Into they all send the WhatsApp. Maybe our offer numbers now are very busy because of the calling in internet. But we'll send a text message and our WhatsApp. You be na break. You be mount chechrimu. Everything about the WhatsApp.
Can you find the mass number? Is
0241
0241
44 91 0241 44 91. Baby legend. Me boss Baso, the LPMs are here no. Obia nchre ne but okofi die no so na wa hear research. Nti dia mani bi o kakra me kra metia is the first.
Let's go ya dey baba. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Solo, yeah, nti o na fe say the boy juma e bo abaso no. Enu anu no na dey say. Don't
Boss, President Chakone, President about toothpaste. I have portion. Ebe boa pa na eboa ma yese no fita eboa yi nka efri enu meboa eyi ne ma bia eda yese ne so edi free so wi a na ma enka efri enu mu ba no ayenka de hwam ni nyina ne se President Chakone eba toothpaste ne fluoride natural charcoal lemon mint zinc ewo mu ena fe so President eba toothpaste no green tea ne heba extract to ma eboa ema yese no kama ye gam senya ahoden na ewia ama ye cooling sensation President every smile matters. Ghana Dental Association ajatum se eno ena papa. But some key community bank PLC. Uko be account ni nya bi o ma share current account, savings account. Nko so savings, kidi account ne fixed depositor. Not loan services no what qualify say yema obi. Yema loan services ahodo. Nko so loans. Transport loan, microfinance loan, salary loan, commercial loan, bonanza loan, social loan, child development loan, and agricultural loan. When you are near Sika, they must send a bay at home behind him, Abrabomu, a Jumana Ubiemu, a Jumana Oshase, Kiayo and Alquaya, Summer Sifio Pisca, Eddie Aswano Babu some train, Community Bank PLC, Mosca, na Odia Disa Jumedia Wayna. Head office, Ewa Contenancy. Atonso agujache kogofu trade ahenema kokobia adwuna se ebo akwa atonso bokro epucho ja magazine abinchi market eho nyina oba obehu ye frɛ 050864 2705 0508642705 na 0322098076 Bosom Tree Community Bank PLC. Together we prosper. Amen Scientific Hospital, the best alternative medical hospital ewo Africa yen. Yeah, the science Sarah herbal medicine ni yemu enunti na adi stroke ya de ba o de awo ho nsem ba o de yade kwan krone ba ye tu ase kra ensa emma emetaki ni pedua ni biem yade bi e ha no ba edu gina fidie so afidie ni beyi e de apie eno ne makoma kwa aduonu nan ye de ba ko kanwa obenya aresa Emin Scientific Hospital me wa cho ye Kumase branch no e wa Twema Techiman kwada so fun ase ekwan so ye 18 other branches e wo Ghana ya to apete enche boga wa bibia ni akra takrade tamale atebu bunkoko sunya no ho sahwede bi so e na fe ho ho e frɛ 0277 001234 0277 001234 nani ending komo bash digital satellite mi decoders ahodo a yede be have football matches, yede be have movies, yede be have documentaries, yede be have religious programs, yede be have educational programs, yede be have food and lifestyle TV so ebe fa a bash digital satellite. Game centers, hotels, guest houses, restaurants, individuals. Mumra na majimu decoder. Yebe installation na mamuyewia na recharge at the account individuals. Ye mom 33% discount. Ewo recharge ayeye at the amamuno eswa report junction. Ship mweho ena ye wo freying 0556 287757 0556 287757 na on a bash digital satellite edin komo grow fine about tonic mojadro oba ubu nsa waya se yo ya ubu nsa moja ni tudodo onsabuo ni nsisi so anasa okra na bia ebesa bosome miensa onsabuo ni my krana no grow fine about tonic ebeboa ama onsabuo no enwa asem kan nyina no aye kama ede ama oda ontumi na udidi a enko anasa oye obi a moja ensane ye wontinim tide bia no oso nsa no na etititi no grow fine moja dro na no ena eye kama ebeboa papa enoi ebi o herbal shop chemical shop o my Ghana mudodo na pato a digital herbal clinic kuma se amakom runabout ye ben Bank of Africa ho ena bebre wo frɛn na je dro ni bebre ekoton ne fa bi kofi 0244 596532 0244 596532 grow fine makes you grow fine. ABA Herbal Clinic Sofata Soforasta Osia ni yade ni nyina ne last stop e ne ho oba glaucoma cataract syphilis we nyina ye ohawa ebe ni ne so a emano entumi ehu ade ye oba ebe ye free ho amani no aye kama na de tene se mo wadro udi gu aduanem no wadi udi gu nsom no anom ekwa ni ni ntene so na ye so adwuma e de ama wani no eso betenwan okan a obehu akan o ha ade a obehu ni ye nyese bia oni so be bc e de ama ye wo Kumasi kwada so edwena se main market achirewa na doma inkre Beneza preschool I ben appear cubicle store e we Benada Jom ABA Bar Clinic e ho o frey na na ye din koma ye numbers e 0541 565 199 0541 565 199 and 0502 812 161 only ABA Bar Clinic NDN Como Sprint Unlimited Educo United States of America and Canada World Cup no also court na koshebi na be court no koshebi asumdwe mu a unya ohaw bia ABA when you Sprint Unlimited Sprint Unlimited total package no $9,000 yema flight tickets yema hotel accommodation yema mat ticket na yaye intra-city transport at the account ho the obeni so be buy offices na na din komo Kumasi ye airport runabout Kings College on me be to asikan Rural Bank and Ankai 69 Ajingano Road I know East Legon 500 cedi registration fee we are no tia $1,000 non-refundable depositor yede your visa ho adwuma at the amount afe $8,000 na aka no we 50% on visa appointment okona ansa kan visa na the 50% abeka ho onsan kan ni a refund 50% no at the amount Sprint Unlimited nkoa ena ewosa akwanya we me ba cho friend na ni endi enkomo 0598 742 171 0598 742 171 na 0203 064 820 na ni Sprint Unlimited akasa na bibia aye fine at the amount show no eto aso at the amount life
no yepa so mungu masa training na se na
week we are na e be touch down
yempa ibi mu
oh there be say
na team no ya say na de ndi wi
out team say no a formula na
oh okay
on say day to match na there
they say more fitness kakra da
say
na mo
so they na ha na akoki kankro for to them we say that training in
ke jam na say mo mfa ni din che mo na and a special day onim the end birthday na and now the 72nd birthday of this special man to me Nana Osei Bosompem I toss me no adakuja ache hene no wow and adakuja on a mark otoko asasene Kumasi Technical University and vision and then the wisdom no was so and Nana woda Nana Osei Bosompem so you know and the 72nd birthday of Nana Osei Bosompem and here Momwani and celebrating he's a special person. All right.
Yes, you can nanke host on
that's right. What's him? And Koswachepa. Yes, Obama baby Kotoko. The complex na ewo hono. Some in your one and idiade. Yes, be an nana been a year no one and the man Kumasi Technical University at the Kotoko. ha nano na mbuzanza na nana kotoko said they na over no isa no maye no no so froko don baby ai sase na nyame dia yewura
dia na wo
na kotoko so ye niwura dia na odi aye don be ni bia ofo aso omunye ne sa okay
na nasi brana
oh send no akra na no kra na mo no meta akọ nya birthday nti na mekọ ho ya mekọ
se bia ka wo beko we dia na ahwese dia se ye dia chiko bia ye ya
obese ye kwa ye beko
meko papa na wonya opportunity ko na ase meko papa we dia
meko ready bia
no wo di me nkwa na beko na se o mama ka
bia obeso ko bia na obetima handle mu nyina okoji atara ni ase
oh no ni ai ase wisa so let here obotai se bia
go try dey to Facebook omzo wati
na meti sen adan meti
na za ade a try no aha mo so obi anko atwam ade na akọ try no wo say who do try first no
first one
atwam so why fast abesa na no
da bi mesi sama no wo dey sequence no
the first one as
first one no me say
anyway ba men challenge
Alezo, oh Papa Alezo nyamisha Alezo good morning
Alezo na men chache ma full abiso
chairman so ye chia no
na men chia 0 so
hey
na no so ye call
Premier League champion 0
so ye mu ama Cantona
in fact me mu de
man see mu ba nyumre no okay ya ansi mo na nema ya money de chia yesemo this is yesemo ansa
me de meeting late
okay
meeting ye ba meeting late
Matias me just nema bua ya wote abrayense o
we mu de wan kan ba man
okay but siasa
na
kwa no
siasa na
enu anu no ene bibia
na solo ne siasa na mo ye ko
bibia ni ana jese bibia ni awanya problem no ba
eti boss asembia ni ho tell me kan no bibia ye pepepe somebody yet
all blacks nations be vision na Karela she all blacks na de o ke ba ko kra mem na abese sanwa no what's the sound no sense
Karela o man show blacks
Karela say all blacks
yeah
so guys all blacks be say Karela the first one e tire na abese san no me go ken kana and they say what is the current situation
the current situation they say still the inside trading is ongoing into mobia and discard anything
say anything about the results baba so what's called inside trading here because then results but I think we should give the league some credit especially when nations set fear more potential to relegate it na ubi free baby abese no because abrofo dia can make us the league no papa
because remember if you say before me write up no kinimu nyina no na there has been discussion na towards that league nations any vision no scratch my back I scratch your back no if you say that discussion has also gone on throughout the week where there last minute ade bia nanka eba mu but another last minute changes so see here and did you see any see here
your headline na kwa
na bon me ba cho fa goalkeeper no howler no eto sumami that error na o committee here no na we na bote na analyze error review tama na fe 90 something minute nation senya penalty a omo bo sha omo ti kana nya wan na edo mo 2 year ama staying in the Premier League no ebetimi akwa kama no then the goalkeeper who committed that howler elect himself to be the penalty taker tama even Jose Luis Chilavet who has scored more goals than some strikers as a goalkeeper nobody will allow him to go and take that penalty especially because of the howler he has committed psychologically he was not tuned for it
and go for committee errors and it's a right opportunity for them to make amends.
And the other side of it that he was also you could also not be sound. It could be that
and no man I don't mind in every pool. If he was not sound, why was he saying the goalpost?
But not for a penalty.
No, me back.
Penalty.
Let's stick to your argument of soundness. Obi always our committee are on your sound. Or that pool no here.
Tama he. or every opportunity to put the ball.
But he kicked the ball.
No, but look at even the way he kicked it. But the goalkeeping elementary idea, you know, the first thing he should have done or he could have done in this instance, and he said you put it at the touch line.
You can also kick the ball.
To where? And what's my cover?
Like keepers and kick ball there.
Come on.
It was an error. Keepers kick ball.
Not when the vision goalkeeper has right at him, space between the keeper. Kicking the ball was more difficult than
when
putting
you
it
kick the
to
ball.
the
Yeah, Red League the Bianco for kick ball players.
Yeah, when the Bianco for putting the touch line to save themselves from this.
But others also kick it the way he did. Yeah, be here.
Now, for problem about.
Now, so be to make kick line. I could throw near the abyssal. I know there, Master. I know there, and he kicked the ball and there was an error. But Bezami said that is been aside. Penalty. So be the keeper needs sound mind. I don't keep him the goalpost.
Tama. I'm talking about being psychologically ready for the penalty.
I'm saying that why was he in the post? Mahun go for my mistake. Then they take the opportunity to make amends. ABC Debia and you go on a one famous at that time to go and then equalize.
I don't see how Obenya serve him. No.
Is there me see?
Because psychologically, I'm not sure he was prepared for it. This is a penalty to save the nation.
No. This your argument there. Maybe there be some people who agree me. I will not buy it. Say, who be brave this season. Who players are even defenders. Serious mistake. Then next time no man go head there say no man go penalty attacker. Is there? Who has a Fraka? Gabriel can give me an example. Me say no correct no. So I'm saying that if the goalkeeper that's your on committee error it was a penalty.
Oh, why not?
So why are we saying that because of say penalty?
But I'm looking at the frame of mind he will be at that time.
When you keep him in the goalpost, the frame of mind or did that post?
You see, penalty in itself, you psych yourself for it.
That's why he psyched himself for it.
And no come to train, you know.
That's all you hope. Penalty said
it.
Maybe I'm making a argument. I'm in theater. Say because you make a mistake, you are excluded from everything.
No, I'm no, that's what them know. But the timer, nations and penalty.
I'm saying people
virtually almost the last kick of the game.
Why miss penalties? Abraham committee error.
So
why is it that we committee penalty? Because he or say because he was not in the right.
You agree with me? Say there are some certain errors. So committee it affects you psychologically. Don't you?
Everybody has its position. And I
know also it may affect him.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course. So why are we concluding say?
And I'm saying that.
Saying because no committee.
And I'm saying that in my view, the kind of error he committed, and the way nation needed that goal that would have saved them in the league, and I said that will put them in a position a team bomb. Nankanyon
I know that's good you said it's your view, but I'm saying that people miss penalties when they have not committed it.
No problem.
Two, say those KK ball. Many goalkeepers do that. And you don't.
Any good goalkeeper be considered looking at putting the ball in first.
It's on goalkeepers now ball to touch. Goalkeepers now be out of the ball there or KK in a ball play and you be there. A Premier League weekend there who be.
Tama you be there.
So you kick a ball and hit a player.
To me sir.
Your prediction
the situation.
So
something he should have done first.
So what is strange? I don't know what can say. Why are you making it a point? It is not something that's not happened before.
No, my point is
that a penalty.
No. My point is that at that time,
please let's go. Let's go, master. Emmanuel on penalty. Great players miss penalties.
But
a headline, let's go. Let's not waste time on
the way we're extending.
Let's go.
Happy said a player doesn't miss penalty.
Yeah, but any headline. Any headline.
Yeko. Tama. Asemna esene ehia eyikakra. The road continues. Bechem dismantle Kotoko 3-1. And yaba yo ehun sem kakra wo ho a yɛde ba bɛka ho ɛno ana ani anya kakra ɛwɔ Nana Fosuji Abo Park na ade akyemfo de yɛ kotoko no na ani anya na ho nsɛm bia piapia yɛba ne nyinaa no amanfo ntwɛn yɛn na yɛmfa mɛka ho na kyɛ sɛ ɛno so soro no
ɛde na bibi ɛde na bibi sɛ bɔnom ko bɛyɛ dɛ indi ne pie
ntwɛn me nkoma
na nsɛm akeka sɛ wantwa me ankwa bibia mpie di aka me ode na pie ɛde na pie
dama kotoko drew just at the verge or on the verge of kickoff. Before raise the questions, say supporters could do 4 hours ahead of the team.
There go can be.
And the time I can do I didn't see there's a companisa that they could not even go rest for some hours ahead of for the match. Where they asking me, no.
First time I'm with you know. Now very could be 30 minutes. That's all 30 minutes now. I don't know what is strange. Another mobile bonnet beans is out.
Kotoko assembly can you time?
The beans is only be sad. The best we ask ourselves, have they done that before?
Because and
I may attribute to loss, not to that. And I got to show more for no medium and no more back on the street.
What's I extending? No.
Okay. Any bizarre questions?
Dama. Frimpong Manso held hostage in what people says is he's a victim of circumstances. And also so yaba the munsem kakra wo ho na the pictures ni ade so ata echiri normal isisi wa brankese enura so no
victim of circumstance be ha
normal akoso nations team no doso na ono na sisi ai no obia ade no kobo no ntansa no
no man bi ne say
ebi ni say on say omo ejeja players bi mu kwan wa bra na season was ongoing ana omo ntimi replace wo mo eba ne sa no na akọ having kakra ebi ni say for why we are hearing no even eba se bia operations kra na ade na nipa ade ahyehyɛ omo nsa no ne ye no problem kakra wo ho kakra fine ama na say kra na say
ena ma omo lutu no ano
e ka ho bi
na je keeper na
keeper no so de wo ho sinti am ka se ka ho bi no say no team rako dressing ko bo na adventure players no so eno so ka ho bi so anti eno so wo ho no mo a
em de se nya na ma ka keeper na dia no
diet, nutrition, fitness, physio are part of the preparation getting ready for the World Cup. Carlos Curious, Titama, on that watching now to the World Cup.
Okay, then that's it. A very, very busy weekend. First, the announcement of Chelsea appointing a new coach in Xabi Alonso as our new head coach. No, our new manager for the next 4 years. This is the first time.
Under a manager.
Yes, this is the first time that under Toboli they are appointing a manager. The Omo system no in such a way say Obia Omo appointing Obia no came as head coach with no power in terms of who to go, who to come, who to play. Any sign man who prempa Omo the bachelor was a player prempa. Yes, and the man 50 minutes. And then you wait for him, which hasn't helped the system.
So
yeah. No, sir, that system, there was no elite coach that you're going to get to a point. Into Ashwa, since I also wait on the tone, if anything, Thomas Tuchel. But after Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea to me appointing any elite coach because no elite coach will coach.
And I agree to those terms.
So I agree to those terms, you know. Say me bana or remote control minister anya no minye. Eti Oman say system M1. So what? Let's correct it. Then Xabi Alonso, he's an elite coach. He's an early tactician. If you are following him at Leverkusen, people are talking about Real Madrid. Real Madrid over 70%. No, it's between 65 and 70% win percentage. It wasn't like say Real Madrid because he won 24 of 34 games. They can draw and defeat any other 10. No. So it wasn't like that at Real Madrid. But Real Madrid, he was fighting a system. What is the system? System means the person have control over a lot of things, just like how Chelsea. But when the power is too much that no baby or no, that is where it's powerful. It's the NSC here. He wanted to correct the arrogant nature of some of the players in the dressing room, because of his a lot of things that omoyano and the modern football they are trying to solve the problem. Number two, the NSC here, players need to be musubai, so he wanted to solve that problem, but some players any the backing of Florentino Perez, so they gang up against him and he was sacked. They are a chance for him. No. So the question is that dressing room ego na Real Madrid maybe with Chelsea and I know. Yeah, there are some players with ego at Chelsea, but ego na Chelsea dressing room cannot be compared to Real Madrid, because Chelsea there's no Kylian Mbappe, there's no player with the ego of Kylian Mbappe at the Chelsea dressing room. Obi no what say Vinicius that ego na Chelsea. Jude Bellingham money Freddy Valverde money level na omoduro no. Such players are not at Chelsea today. It's at Chelsea. All the owners, what you have to do is they give Alonso the power to what? Set the system. Ni I say obet me aboa the Leverkusen dey be aba hono na. I'm so Alonso Oshaya at the FIFA Club World Cup. Say bon visuals now. We want to implement Sometymer Otuo-Acheampong Leverkusen no at the FIFA Club World Cup. Say na be ya. Since we start here, they will be good to go. Eti obaya no omo pressing do share. They were doing it at the FIFA Club World Cup. Okay, am I the count? We discuss it and say, hey, the all year Real Madrid will be very difficult to beat. Sana ni na players na ye no mo ye no welcome. Gidi mo ye nda anko siaga. Eti it was clear say three back in build up. It's now the Leverkusen star no but that Leverkusen star needs you to run. But alone first Vinicius Mbappe will not run like the way the other guys at Leverkusen will run and get you the results. It's again in possession. You see, say or the similar thing by Real Madrid. They know of anything. Leverkusen no. They know when they have goal kick, they invite you to press them. You see the image. You say at Leverkusen, you press them. So I press that you press someone. They end the bar. It gives them advantage on 1v1 when they are attacking. And the way Leverkusen for the other Madrid then about similar pattern in terms of how not almost kicking from goal kick. It's obey similar things over there. But the one at Madrid they say the players at Real Madrid, the egos am one Emma Kofan, Sembebri Edebaya, am. Lastly, at the way look at Aragula. Say yeah, similar thing, they invite pressure. Then they get you on one-on-one situations. But players I'm one am many ideas with me I implement it. Lastly, I had the images of how Vinicius and Mbappe and more balance. But at Chelsea, you don't have Fernandes and Vini. You don't have Mbappe, Freddy Valverde, who will be so arrogant to not listen to the coach. Look at this example of how Madrid didn't waste in Kutabo. Na share baby Mbappe ni Vini jina sabo mzo to inform bobo baby as system we because we no enyo coach na achero o man akọ na mo pe what the problem we enyo coach na achero so mo kwesa dey we based on this picture I tell say coach no nka so mo koye but because they think say we are big guy we can do whatever you want it's amfa Real because the players ego and arrogancy did not help matters but I think say at Chelsea with the players that they have that ego is not there. And he can be able to use the elite coaching methodologies, to help transform Chelsea because now saying Chelsea modern what they are doing over them so too. And that's welcome Alonso at Chelsea. A very very good appointment. One of the best that you can get in terms of coach now. We are available in the market. We are told say now or train Liverpool. I say inside says baby and my favorite powers to come to first Liverpool.
Now we can tell us all fan of Liverpool.
Oh, say after free my friends in Madrid, no, or Champa, but I say, oh, say, says I am not sorting and I say, Pamela, but I say, Pinfono, and I didn't one away. Until let's welcome Alonso. Let's welcome him at Chelsea. Oh, they've been so no. Oh, I was on up Madrid, sorry, Liverpool and Nakuma. He's a legend. But he's a legend at Liverpool.
No, that's being a legend. He left.
So where they are there. So where they are, I know you because almost they have the supporter slot Sebeka. And he has a new job and he has accepted. Oh, there be win a kind of hammer. So into Yanisa. So to say Oshabo Pana Bruno Asama a goal beyond football reason. Honestly, if you watch football,
be own movie on Penasem.
Oh, sir, official.
Do you know anybody to run the top? Do you know anybody who say Penasem?
Ebimo.
Let me home be that.
A demo crabby.
So Bruno Asem.
Onyadi, you may be also Onyadi.
Bruno at a certain position.
Oh, there be.
Every matters a waka Bruno Asembiano.
No, even today.
How Amorin was.
Oh, a demo cry. I say, you said Bellingham is a better player than Bruno Fernandes.
I'm Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham.
Send his own Penasem. When you compare two players and say one is better.
Who make that statement? Hey!
Nasami class and I'm Busama Meka.
Jude Bellingham.
Player B.
That will be a better job. There's on Penasem.
A better possible say Jude Bellingham.
That's what we draw. But people have given their own verdict. But comparing two players. What I say, in the end, assembly.
Bruno,
to back
Bundesliga La
Liga player of the season. Champions League.
So Bruno money players now. I'm going to pass my ball effect. They use the pass. Who say just a ball pet team now bonus and but Obama pass now what pet team that's my fault because the pass is so beautiful. The pass is so beautiful. Now so
I'm a radio program.
I'm say United players or no. Uncle Muye Di Bruno Bropa.
The pass a very good say.
Uncle Muye Di Bruno Bropa.
Once I my
Okosi say today he's on the verge of.
Also, did you want to
The guy is money for too much. Money for too much. And Andra.
Yes, so Bruno the GFA Cup. Oh, next year Bruno. That's what that's how you some neka.
So bro because passes now the two more born money Zegs money one on Bobon to channel. What do you want to say? But he called the 20 assists in the Premier League. Na Matete and then I'm now but in a set piece only 4 of the assists is for air from corner. I have the video here, we'll bring it tomorrow. Only 4 of the assists now Bruno making 29 air from offensive and corner kick.
I was watching most assists in a season. Bruno did 20 assists and 8 from open play.
T. Or making 4 of them air from corner and only 2 air from direct offensive free kick. I will be a pemashe.
I'm looking at a certain thing.
Yeah, can hear from open play. I have the video here.
Was video me about the
train. Oh, the video confirm it.
I didn't know 20 and 8 from open play. Thierry Henry 20 and all the 20 from open play. Kevin De Bruyne 20 and 17 from open play. So that is what the Premier League is telling us. And I know what checking here.
Open play is saying.
Oh, na say what change open play. What
I'm just say 20 assists no. You say on record say Henry they no make it now was from none of them were from so if anything say free kick say kono ni na was open play ball or the two and but Bruno they no I'm say
8 na from open play.
Then Bruno they no okay.
Okay.
And no and my records no 4 from corner kick and 2 direct from physical we pajama obi apemashe but that can now open play
and I am mom check you really going to buy no
Bruno
8 only an 8
no Bruno is a special player and I think
now do is go why you be
why am I Premier gonna two players when I be there obi anya be there apart from two players
but so maybe Henry did it, Kevin De Bruyne did it
and that's something I can back on make also you can answer
okay
he said me can that's about also the
actually why are they about on your one team
oh so the ball almost more players also more
okay
or woman over say
yeah
but the weekend is not a very interesting weekend
now we should do no more go
second goal no na
ade omse born inside
e born inside
every nine or you go
say rule no you na share say the rule that they've changed you know say born inside then play continued Emma little on them
but over
kuna be share
ya change rule
number 1 over here Joe's appointment here is almost a done deal.
That's why mom conditions for am man jini na
am jini na tum say Oyare na Dr. Papa ba untini be ka say wona ba be kire no de onye be kire de obeye.
Oh okay.
Madrid at this point 2 seasons without winning a trophy here.
Back will be the man in
or special one about only one.
He will have a say in transfer targets, positions, no interference from board with the squad training. No pointless media conferences, and he can bring his staff. We are just some of them.
Basic one for the special one. But I'm so
hey, moving you. We work up every league, no.
Madrid didn't come on over, however, Basso. But weekend it was a Semenyo weekend. The Ghanaian international Antoine Semenyo. Now, sometime destiny, you know. The other one no be canon. Any nipa ye do be tono no. Ana nipa obe fan se usuya no. Eya wonsun so abrabo so pa. Because when Semenyo joined Manchester City, offered jersey number 42, which was quite surprising because jersey number 42 there, and yet a common jersey. A lot of footballers say omope. But in the history of Manchester City, now an African player who had been making a big name for himself was Yaya Toure. And Toure is jersey number 42 of Manchester City. Now, Ebra Ibisa Semenyo question, no. Also, Mr. To Semenyo no Bournemouth, no say jersey number 24. But currently, as we speak with Manchester City, Josco Valdio and jersey number 24. And Yebisa Semenyo say, why 42? I don't see ono no so a obenyina player ba ko a wapen asempa ya Toure. And ya Toure at Barcelona no say 24. And oba Manchester City no be share 42. Into ono Bristol City to say na Semenyo share 42. But obe PM wo Bournemouth na 42 no nya available. Then he switched to 24. Just like Yaya Toure before joining Manchester City and all Barca and also 24. And now he make a big move to Manchester City and he decided to follow the footstep of Yaya Toure from 24 to 42. Yaya Toure now, so what study the history of Manchester City? The success story of Manchester City in Amzu to a chassis with picture near Dasron. Yaya Toure picture near Dasron. This was an FA Cup final against Stoke City. After Senna Manchester City, I said, a year Manchester United was semi and a copy final against Stoke City. And the only goal in the game under Roberto Mancini was scored by Yaya Toure our FA Cup final at Wembley. And City edged their first trophy in 35 years. That was in 2011. Fast forward 2012. And a Manchester City sent to the English Premier League. The only goal in the game scored by Obiose jersey number 42 in Yaya Toure. Fast forward 15 years down the line, another African in Antoine Semenyo by Manchester City. Ose osuya Yaya Toure ne dana komaso. Akofa ni jersey FA Cup final. To the only goal of the match. Jersey number 42 as Ankoshi goal.
Another trophy for Pep Guardiola.
Another trophy for Pep Guardiola. Another trophy for Manchester City. Mutoto amame ya tie di say atie bia obefa bia no nsunsanso. And mutoto Abua Pep, Abua Antoine Semenyo pay him. Go to technically, this player is very good. Semenyo Ameki a massive impact. Ewo Nejuma Awaye pa. So we should go a branch friend Antoine Semenyo say am to e adia ba kwa na Pep Guardiola pay woni team no mu pa and Semenyo buy no abeye sa ade no. City lineup Semenyo was operating from the right wing. Sana na City lineup net. But Semenyo wa ade bi o de back game no. His ability to move to spaces whenever there is an opportunity. Excellent positioning and movement for Antoine Semenyo. So we should go now. Bernardo Silva, APR pass. Edema, Ellen Haaland. Now naturally, baby, some did pass to a hundred and say Semenyo jina. But because Haaland had moved from the center forward position to the right wing position, Semenyo now decided to move to baby Haaland jina and occupy the center forward position. And Haaland a release ball from the right wing. Edema Semenyo more the border to Athenem. So these are certain things you will see. Bernardo Silva na ball. Semenyo moves to the center forward position. Haaland occupies the right wing position, creates the chance, and Semenyo is to out of nothing. When ya dia play biabe because ball na foul nantem, but no ball a beautiful back heel. No the ball na kwa to Athenem 1-0 Manchester City GFA Cup. History and destiny are striking Eddie Amasemenyo, and I can comfortably tell you, say, Butu will live beyond expectation. Excellent. No preseason. Same league there, but Butu, the impact is massive. You still have certain things to grow. On say as a winger there, especially you can see a ball from the wings, your one-on-one take-ons, I saw the crack count, and your ability to create, I saw the crack count. But to the act of finishing, Semenyo mature pay, he moves well, he finishes well, and to young Manchester City Abaso, a Ghanaian international Antoine Semenyo, and Bonabaso, Ewe Juma Omedi home. To fast forward, young other places. Chelsea, right after the defeat, and decided said there be someone named Alonso. And say over Premier League now. Young coaches Kakrabeba. Pep Guardiola after winning the FA Cup. And you be a picture. And it felt that as it was more like a goodbye from the side of Pep Guardiola. We are still waiting for confirmation. But in case Guardiola should move, the likely coach of Manchester City be Enzo Maresca. That is what everybody is reporting in case Pep Guardiola should move. Arteta at Arsenal, Michael Carrick at Manchester United, Xabi Alonso at Chelsea, De Zerbi at Spurs, now when you're Slot at Liverpool, and should Pep Guardiola move Ebabe Enzo Maresca. So I have coaches these young coaches are. We don't ask less achievement as compared to Klopp more, Pep more, standard now.
Where are the English boys?
The English coaches are now. England have always struggled when it comes to coaches. It was from
but yes, they have struggled. But first, you see a lot of them in there. They say that the smaller clubs are even going for.
Oh yes, that's the first now. First, but most England new coaches are.
No, but see, previously in the Premier League, Ali Subehu, some of their guys, and just 1 or 2, 3. But they said
but the top has always been occupied by foreigners.
But Sir Alex Ferguson was there.
Ferguson,
even Chelsea,
English.
But he's one of them.
But
that's what I mean.
England
He's been with them. Whether is from one area.
England for now, they don't really have good coaches. It has never been their strength. For some,
but at least their clubs had them.
Oh, they were not coaching the big clubs. Arsenal, recently, as Wenger, Unai Emery, and Arteta. Obiano English. Check Manchester United, I had it. United from Sir Alex Ferguson, everybody David Moyes one surviving on Mujana Kwan in less than a year. From Moyes to Omobeba Vanguard, from Vanguard to Jose to Ole in English, from Ole to Eric Ten Hag to Unai Ruben Amorim, and now Michael Carrick.
You don't get the point.
It was a Carrick net me
first. The likes of Sunderland and then our clubs, Bournemouth. They at least you see the say there. Over 20 now. Sound almost sound.
Eddie Howe or Horny and then. I said you too. No taboo names was Sam Allardyce. Ray Hodgson. Martin O'Neill comes in English.
No, he is from that side. But some near one.
Maybe Ababinya Marcus. Marcus Bear.
Blackburn Bear. But I say you don't see the likes of them. Would they check the clubs? It's serious.
Recently, Graham Potter befe Bukaka.
Oh,
who said it's our national team? Gary Southgate after the national team, to one say on back club football, Musa. Then Eddie Howe. England has always had that problem. Into Russia, a new face of young coaches and Ebabe control the teams in England. Xabi Alonso, we had the market at this point. Now share the problem at Chelsea face here. He's one name you easily mention. Didn't ya? Chelsea new system decided to sign young players with potential. And by signing young players with potential, the first thing I'll be here on your table is patience. So when you have and farmer these young talent, and so you need a coach or the proven record of bringing the best out of young players and taking them to the next level. And so we have market in this one. Coach is named and Dawson. Again, whilst you are looking for a coach, you still need a coach to be competitive and at least give you a shot at trophy. And that is what Xabi Alonso bet me higher. I think that based on the available coaches on the market, all factors considered, the state of the Chelsea team, the kind of players they have at their disposal, what they want from the players, and also the market size. Xabi Alonso is a one-arm too.
Okay.
I think
let's see how he finds his rhythm there.
No. There are people you can trust. There are people you have to be a bit skeptical. Alonso at Madrid, but tactically he was there.
Okay.
Madrid, they were winning the matches. He had the structure right. His only problem was the dressing room, and you'll be able to.
Mate,
and when you just have problem with Chelsea, based on the materials available and the fact that you also no man head coach, almost a manager.
Fine.
When you some power and control over the setup. So
thank you.
Good signing and good decision from the Chelsea.
Thank you. Yo, just a quick run through. I think it's an issue they need to address. Someone sure Mikel Arteta from Spain, Unai Emery from Spain, Androni Iraola from Spain. Keith Andrews. On the soil, on the say is English. Brentford, I think it's from one of them. Yes. Fabian Hasler is a German. Brighton. Now Burnley on the boy Nabano. He is an stand-in. Enzo, Chelsea is now Xabi Alonso from Spain. Oliver Glasner, also from Germany, I'm sure. David Moyes is there around the same area. Marco Silva, Fulham from Portugal. Daniel Farke. He didn't look like a German. Okay. So Leeds United. Anslot. Pep Guardiola. Okay, now Michael Carrick makes amends. Eddie Howe. Victor Pereira. Regis Lebris. Roberto Di Zerbi, Nuno Espirito Santos, and Eburo.
Englishman in GB.
But first, teams you see their people.
That also offer the German Bundesliga. Is me I mention a German I watch.
My whole but you see my problem. The smaller clubs and necras where they are more life more. Okay,
that's the point.
Yeah, go ahead.
Spanish national team, Spanish coach.
Timing is very important. And when I'm started home from Friday. But then when I buy my team, I'm saying, if you are super, you too. Say, I who say, brain in every way, I'm free, so I'm on for back. I'm not adding. Yes, I was watching Casemiro, the farewell Old Trafford. And the first question I'm going to say, just imagine say Casemiro last season, and I'm to decide say, we free Manchester United. The Omoye and then go me.
Common, and go say,
Well, last season, you classified as one of the worst players at Manchester United. Until last season, we decided say.
On them Amorim be in you. Started Amorim. Oh no. No, Amorim man back on all I need back on na hano. Amorim man chances kakra. Time I drop ko bi menu. Oh. Na we na oh. Any day we born fans. That to Adam from Argentina as a Uruguay in never say. Go.
Football memory is to a more emotional than logic sometimes. Logically, Nana, to you know who I want to say.
Yeah, last night from Austria.
Yeah, Juni, and your man who this is Casemiro, a player who achieved a lot at Real Madrid. I mean, I sure said this generation, see a both defensive midfielders are to the grade A defensive midfielders, and Casemiro should be there. Casemiro should be there. So, the match, it's a proper defensive midfielders. It be a bone goal country. Even in football, Mr. Two, he has to be there. So, the match, I say. Last year, near trick Casemiro. Na Casemiro, I say no to you, and no Manchester fans anymore. Musu.
No man, no man, 1 year being gone.
I don't know. So, no, I bet you say. So Obejia, but said of course when run the young who Manchester United will find a replacement for Casemiro and also become another year for Michael Carrick. And the Ocean Premier League now, coaches here about mobile. The majority of them their playing career they were midfielders. Arteta was a midfielder, Pep Guardiola was a midfielder, Alonso he was a midfielder, Carrick midfielder. In the first test, I find a replacement for the player.
Just an A defender, now goalkeeper Moreno.
The first year, finding a replacement for Casemiro, because I share character. The combo of Casemiro and Kobimenu, and then the success of Manchester United under Michael Carrick, a dominant Champions League qualification. Because Obi or share Casemiro and Bruno Bier who say the Manchester United midfield was not working. Until Carrick Baya or the Casemiro Nico Bimenu, Ebebo Fifi, I think who's a Manchester United team no, I start here anymore. So when these players do too, Omokari Abebana we will not judge them by the number of assists in this annual Manyomo. But this season, why Manchester United take Casemiro out of the team? Problem can see. Nasa Casemiro ne Kobimenu ye the reason why Bruno Fernandes is functioning. Okay. They are able to give him that shield. So defensive duties now.
I said before, but not an assistant. Oh,
is it true?
Assistant is no yet.
Is it true? And I won't say. Oh, see, I think a proper defensive midfielder should in career Abaneria or Manchester United. You ever heard the next destination? If we ask my Brabone time in Ibinu, Zutu, Unim Zenu Krewumpa and say, Oko Eredivisie, which had the Dutch Liga. Between Ancelotti and Erik Ten Hag. Ten Hag was a better coach than Ancelotti. Tell him, sir, what no Ten Hag Gayan or Ayasano? And you've been Ancelotti here in the final. But fast forward, we move to Manchester United. Couldn't win the Premier League. We move to Liverpool. The first season no league, second season they exposed no. It's just imagine some mummy and do carry a beba na we as coaches. And it's Lord Premier League, Ten Hag and Premier League. As at Liverpool should be taking the same decision as Chelsea are taking. Utie Salah West no. Utie Salah after mu game against Aston Villa. O kan nsem na odi tu dwane mi. E kire wo coach a on team control the Liverpool dressing room. Onim de oye. Ono ani players ne kura ne second season okofo mobile no kura no. Onim kwana on fa so nyusu omo. So to them big clubs and say, yes, sometimes some more patient. But the most important thing is when they look at long term, you know who say, baby omujina say a coach wait me for mo kombeja ho. So we share ni slot to deep palms to the kind of appointment they cost to Premier League in the moment. We are sure say next season we will return Liverpool back challenging for the Premier League title. We are sure. UGD. Yo, you better na high better.
So why be that?
Away.
So waji league in bida. It's a league he has won before. And he win every and so better to the for next season. He will spend.
Loto Saturday no near call Wembley. Na Pep Guardiola a day Manchester City a share Chelsea 1-0. But there's a winning stance when it comes to PFA Player of the Year. Me feel say there are few exceptional players in the Premier League this season. Based on how I'm out for who player of the season. Last week, na me can wa say numbers na Haaland this is in the Premier League. And this is said the amount for who football no. You got me at no point. And I bema boy that you see choose best player. Our league can say to say Premier League I say the Haaland. Ebi a top scorer to say the Washington goes you okoji. Haaland to say Caneno Christian Vieri. Oh, but omo born no money born them so to omo ho. But a neighbor na it just imagine say numbers here wo nya yi. And a bia Arsenal striker Jokeres and now Sesco Emura Premier League no munya asa numbers no Premier League player of the season straight yemfa because of match goals and now bia you call Liverpool ekitiki na nya asa numbers na yebeka se yemfa ma no
ono we pra
the importance of Antoine Semenyo this season to two teams are wabo in the Premier League. Very underrated. Bournemouth and Manchester City. So we have a City team now. So at a point, even their hopes of challenging for Premier League title, they fade away. Next time we inject BB before Asana City as a competitive game to challenge for the Premier League title. The signing of Antoine Semenyo into the City team during the second part of the season, during the winter transfer window, and the sparky City team. And share aside the Champions League, FA Cup, Premier League, and the League Cup, share the contribution of Antoine Semenyo to club affairs at Manchester City. Bomb of the so he was already their best player. And virtually every big game be an album of football be an Oshegu. And what about Manchester City? Oba City. Menya sure say in January. Yes, you can talk about Ryan Cheki. The number of assists away. But menya sure say even within the City setup, player be so important more than Antoine Semenyo. Maybe only the skill of Jeremy Doku to take on players. And I say only the flair of Ryan Cheki. But when you pick Antoine Semenyo as a footballer, you know obesity, maybe a Guardiola didn't start here. As someone here can also where do you be feeling? Maybe can't believe you so betting about Manchester City. But Antoine Semenyo a player in City Boboa. Then cried the map of Guardiola so be Semenyo film. What be a key player at Manchester City? It's based on Mizoto. How Antoine Semenyo or multiple positions. And at the same time, ASL. Something even top players say home so more Premier League against me. Young players are you from a position. I don't go different position coming to me more. But Antoine Semenyo at Bournemouth, operating from the right and left side of the attack. He was exceptional. Came to Manchester City, operating from the right side of the attack. The same story. And then was scoring the FA Cup goal. So the art of goal now Antoine Semenyo said no. Yeah, some of the best goals I actually in Wembley when it comes to the FA Cup. I'm sure there be a count once when you go now count. It's where you one player. I think said the amount for Sido concentration call other players so for Premier League play of the season. I keep on saying say Antoine Semenyo season he should be there. By talent, he might not be equal to some players, but they were showcasing it this season there. Player Bia Befani Bia say Premier League player of the season Bia Ubetin the Antoine Semenyo season not to. You might term it as one season wonder, but based on what he has showcased this season the Premier League there. Zoto on also see a nekas argument and one I said in one and was a contender for African Football of the Year. He just need a good World Cup. A good World Cup for the Black Stars of Ghana. Antoine Semenyo bought Oboni this season. No, me who African player be away Europe this season. About Antoine Semenyo. Into a contender for African Football of the Year. Eso Eddie Kahon. It's nice game from Manchester City and Bema Boada. Pep Guardiola again. Man was a man for big church or so. While crowd bar not chichurobi. Say City for GFA Cup no. Say the amount for see who City for because the two. City FA Cup net trophies no more. Omonje Jane took enya quantum. So to the mechana say even this season, to mind me winning Liga. But one no FA Cup, no much League Cup. So mind me winning FA Cup, ne League Cup. But one no koji Premier League. It's Pep Guardiola years I was spending in the Premier League, you know. One Manchester City team now compete. When him say they are season the man we more baby. But other coaches in the Premier League, team kasa. Other coaches in the Premier League, remember that team kasa. Eti debate never koso. Say Pep Guardiola them to Macan. It's based on number of years he has spent in England. No, me point no. Let me make an argument. Reason why I'm a G2 years Pep Guardiola in the history of the Premier League.
All time best.
Yes.
Okay.
Based
another day, another
short
argument.
time now to spending ewo England. Any trophies now watching no. Yanka we fan to say since I enter Premier League, you know. When it comes to any club, Manchester City now spend this kakasi power.
And they spend
for people to call him checkbook coach.
Okay.
Other clubs within that same period are spending more than Manchester City. But every single season, you could clearly see Guardiola building a team to compete. And only idea about Guardiola wa.
All right.
If you other coaches any. Jose Mourinho back into the La Liga. La Liga best signing of the season. Hey, Jose Mourinho they come back to Real Madrid. When you sure say signing because will Spain. Yes, summer ebenya the media attention than Real Madrid Jose Mourinho ever back. Yes, La Liga lose Bibi Kakra. Bibi Kakra omo lose ne say after the exit of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi from the La Liga. Yes, El Clasico because of the likes of Lamine Yamal, Vini Junior, Kylian Mbappe, world-class talent, try to bring the El Clasico to a standard to it means El Clasico no. But in appointing Jose Mourinho, it raises the standard of El Clasico, the core different standard.
Okay.
We are making a momo a support to Mourinho and the momo masu. But what you had the quad the other side say, a problem will come. Then the other side is the two. What you can say on coaching club be in the last be a let's say in the last 7-8 years like Real Madrid. Because Real Madrid, no, aside being a coach, so you have the platform to succeed. And it's so called Roma, and it's so called Fenerbahce, and it's so called Benfica. Real Madrid, there. So the platform is there, the history is there to succeed as a coach. They sign any the normal be never, but the first question you ask yourself, you say, Mourinho now Real Madrid for fun after winning the Champions League 2010 for Inter Milan. They say Mourinho no more appointing now. These are questions you need to ask. Nidini dear, and they are Mourinho dear, or your Mourinho, and you cannot take anything away. But I just imagine an El Clasico game. On said the Lamine Yamal, no. Other Real Madrid players won't be you, about to bomb. But you need somebody to counter Lamine Yamal. Not generating debate. No, the El Clasico, no. There comes in Jose Mourinho. Or when you may be able to and the Opo, it makes the game exciting. And they are funny, Bema Boadaba Bonti. The best at here says Mourinho ye. Say the radio and home. Okay. They go deep into Jose Mourinho. Okay. Wrestling limbs to how he has struggled at some clubs. Obifusen can stand that he hasn't accepted those jobs. I say success, no, the two. Who you coach a with the type of club that you coach you. It's one way na club will be an awkward jet to me go any massive. Na Mourinho akwa no akwa Fenerbahce wo take it. How?
Okay, so Marino, yes, no, okay. Martin says somewhere announced on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. He has a say in transfer targets, no interference from ball with the squad training, no pointless media conferences, and he can bring his staff if he wants. And I'm told he's bringing his staff.
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho.
Full control. Mourinho's in the last hope for Florentino Perez.
I'm fine. No.
It was a Florentino Perez and I'm for the requirement about the uniform. There's a just any time about every year or Real and we look at Jose Mourinho. Okay. And when you say La Liga, the battle between or and then Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick so in the last 7 El Clasico to a minimum 6. Okay. The dominance over Real Madrid. It is when Mourinho Bana Guardiola were hono. It's a very how.
All right. You know, that's you. You know, uncle.
Young Tosway, there was a piano. Minim, the pass. Ewo unkua uyuso. Ena esa wo samina wodi edware. Nanso oso no kwasem nie wodi esesam kakra. Na bra bedamase. Eye Camel Natural Selection Shower Gel. Camel Natural Selection Shower Gel. Abusia eye Kinde Investment. Omako obi manso. No mo si debi. Nyede bia na mo taka so mo weda no na mam ho ofesa. Nei gel na mo di dware no so eka ho bi. Eno no anam so akunya Camel Natural Selection Shower Gel. Edeba Ghana. Enyenwanwa de woton no otuagu so ogotobi asisi ape. Ni atone ntem. Wokwa ohwe okala no anase ohu se de ositie wokwa no ankompo na fe wo describe a ni nyina no yetumi package ne kama na fe ya de eba blueberry and lavender eno ni flavors ne baako eno no coconut and vanilla aloe and milk avocado and papaya rose and white tea na fe yenya honey and milk emu bia de bedware bia no ebusia wo wie so a ko na chese epu puka e was aponi mu na fe wo wie a you sabe honam fini nyina na tum say yes wo kra da wo de wo wie a emfa bibia fa ho wo wie akire din menka wo sane bo no so e da form eno nti de wo toton de wo tono mako maka che wo Camel Natural Selection Shower Gel bofen krani kumase de numbers ne mienu 0243 744855 0244 371459 no wonya Camel Natural Selection Shower Gel wasum bienti Dr. Samano Pay watena se akurase Dr. Nes ohwe we ntantam so azan se ni yade bia ya nanso ni yade de oboa abusua yeye papa nipa yenko na fe wonko auto de na esi de na media he na mekoda ni nyina no ene se ebo nkaye no wo de na koye glaucoma na cataract wo de no pressure na abo wani no eso je so ba yade no je so ko akiri obi ntimi ntwika anwumre obi ntimi ntwina anwo ahomachen akoraketo mpo o complain na ni wo posa ye chana de a wo hu a akọ Dr. Sam ho wo be ma mbegire yie pa yeso okon ho modro ni binom empremprenu a obema ne mani muso wazikofie kodi dwuma na febra ba di bitu aso ulcer hernia diabetes stroke sanso na pressure no kwade ya na one time man fans wo yin tamfiri ho na fe o pressure na beja bi gina no ade bia na chedin ye ko abrepo first go police station rasro na abi hu no 0243 001058 0243 001058 no nya Dr. Sam amwotimi ahwo mobile phone be na wo pe Nokia, Samsung and iPhone type beer open Yanko Franco ho smart TV Franco air condition washing machine microwave blender generator gas and electric stove no oba adum double joint no ho a on komatan ba ko ho mo adum old Melcon Kofo clinic new kajetia ho nyina no Franco se brabe to ade na wonsampa ebo no e wo fam sade betimi aboa manyema ko yedi ama wo 0245 316969 0245 316969 0501 538605 no Franco amanyama akoyie adone de ni din na de nanso nyane de kwanti ene yeye esa ye adwuma papa green life hybrid and akofade aba bibini to maplas na nkomu akonya bia so mamu asoma ye ochan esa yade we esa yade omsi dabi omu sheda to obu ase yade ba ko da Ghana fo bi so aye adadwene ama nkofode ene yade boni bi na esusu omu no ulcer ni nyina na se echiwa odidi abu ewa ni di abu wo so tia na etie ni yade bi na esusu wo okoye no hwehwemu kyesa wo de ne peptic ulcer na gastric saso duodenal stomach ulcer babusu atieni ye bibini toma plus wadro no onumu abeboa eyi saade ne de afiri ono mo wopemfo de ma akra no for na 12 years de muntumi ennum bi ya kai se bottle no obehunu yasesa no na mom de womu ne de yasesa no eda so jane na so den and nationwide ubowura ba bia wo say wo pa bibini toma plus akotu osase Misty Herba, Fediments, Habme, Angelos Herba, Andy Herba, Apidan Smart Herba, Obuase Clement Herba, Abscott Herba, Sansuna Uwas Herba, Otakwa, Lenda Herba, Otakwa, Promise Herba, Ubedumha, Ubenya Bi Enkramonko, the Beta Pharmacy, Sansuna Kumase, Colinac, the Beta Pharmacy, Ubenya Biwo, 0541 337 816 0256 431 200. Infinite Hot 70 ne de abusua enyanwanwa na ukọ dwabo bia se na opanyi bi ba no bia pagya no funo di twa infinite sanse Hot 70 ne battery no eche papa enti TikTok for no mungo pebi ababoa mu yie pa nya no nko ne storage no he nya so video ba ko pa so aye ma jiso ko yi bi firi so dabi he pale guso so wa na ne slick ye design kama na performantam na honyema ya wo pebi na de design ye bi bia bi ewo mu a ababoa amadwuma de bia wudie no Infinite Hot 70 eno na behia de amawo ame enka wo say nationwide obowura Infinite shop bia no a na wakasa wo pe Infinite Hot 70 series fast, smart and powerful na nyama ekoyie nyame admo a memende ye time da suka braba Ghana prisons omu ye training acha omu ye ready house na immigration service, police service, armed forces, custom division service, fire service hunyina no aya kradua na Oyerepa so team no ka ho pere ne de wunim dada se Poko school park na memende anopa no nkrom ne nyina ne yehia na chese ye di agro ma ne benya konya di agro nti wo ba ne mema no nkwa momfa mo ma ne mra na Oyerepa na time da so cap en yakabo mo dwodie ye de ebra wo Poko school park memende baso no krakra no power ohenri akoso do ya yes o mamenka wo se fatty liver de obobodem fro on mo prostate ulcer fibroid kidney stone SK no yakofa de aba opia yam keka ewo no so obi nso ne liver no de bia ne se ho aka mane na se tatai obomodin enya liver ka ne bi enomu a ebeyi sade ne de fro on mo be ma de wadre ba kope jirikajir heba mesta en casos be mo gira ona so edimensam ye ko akra kwa benya ACP road power bus stop mo kumase no feyasi ne ebusumtu road do ya ne bus stop one mo atakra de Anaji estate on Ahantama bank no na eben 0244 544422 0200 383831 na nyama akonkama ene Mr. Abuaje Dufo Mensa Mr. Abuaje Dufo Mensa ene iba woda opanyin happy birthday from Margaret ena ekodia
Bafo yanko.
Yeah, bonnet na ya sorry na say e di aka no so ato aso nti no disjointed and shambles Kotoko arrived at Nana Fosuji Abo Park at 1:30 p.m. Zoom into the dressing room and walked back into the pitch for warm-up, and they were beating 3-1. The route continues. In the time, and what they see what a year bechim no. Held at hostage for over an hour. Car tires deflated and escorted by the police. Frimpong Manson find himself in what many says he is a victim of circumstances, as his fate lies in balance at nations. Enti tama kakra eno so ye pick o nations no na bon Mr. Wafa video na ogina touchline na police fo gina no ho bon ho banto so mame we ye de e ko so enura no na je say aye hu kakra eso so e di ama no. It's easy to say I want to win the World Cup, but we have to put in place the right preparation, set pieces, diet, nutrition, fitness, and physio. You have to be ready to pay the price to achieve the dream of winning the World Cup. Carlos Queiroz, Blasters coach, on his second preparation ahead of the World Cup.
so okay, I mean, if we intro to sorry, so 27 games, 5 goals. Kotoko are preparing to part ways with Morfin Dunzu. Boss, and you see information kakra ye picking no. Omche say what the goals matches no boy no any goals or the man no to nsenia entry into no. Information picking say season ikona we ya Kotoko beda na se no mo jana. Information and tell to we say coach but I'm just saying penny for no say bia on be jana kwan kakra.
Captain.
You have a lot to say about the cause of Boasi, but the best keep on about stories all for today. You also know to Boasi as one more can say football buffy. Football as a buffy. Now, me as Ashanti Gold and not as Ashanti Gold FC. And not on Boko Nation Park, which can face her. Now, me to do it was so many. And Mamma Kai, take your Boasi no. No what is no call or had and say how or what's not accepted that team. So to a question be anyhow. Big baby are 2 Boba Park be as what see who question be anyhow. Or my team not to. I'm more team penny for any the municipal chief executive officer honorable for the love on my bass war. Cabo Ma team no Abba and Ram so to not seeing effect. Actually, I'm saying the producers will be video will be at someone for who say a nay or was it has come again. It will make it triple. I call Boasi, a brad, the Kotoko, the other teams will call or Boasi, or my witness that the life of Boasi and a football and our Koha, who now bar now when you have no person. A sample view. And yet, Muguno. We got to. Obaka na me catch that will say no was an na ye kase Vision FC eba na one for kase o Vision there omo the system team and for that and here na nations and me anya ni year me flip that on beka say no aside the amount for Kenya no it was a Vision of a compact team it we don't game against us and to Kotoko example and I can say game on Kotoko ball wa ha Kotoko everything. I didn't know Kotoko. But I'm not Kotoko. So make my league. Don't go me. No more pray. But how they were able to tame us and take Kotoko? I'm board draw. Now catch them so much the team biabo. Our every or any venue. At the nations, when you're careful. No one put on house in order. No one bury on differences. No one rally behind the coach. No one call for this game. Because so, was number one or was number one the idea cost. And lo and behold, being formed by a human being. But say nations, but nations will do much on papa, adding. You better train the last round of matches, no. And I decided to
okay.
But then, which for about by no. Then I say, Obianca, Simbiafa, officiating home. So if maybe Odima Vision, and now Odima Nation, and now Oditia Nation, and now Oditia Vision. Actually, say, the cop are doing tell them so too, or the Mran by Yajuma. Na Emrano, and now a people will say, whoever wins or win on merit. And I said, say, maybe a was some percent nations, because who said maybe give more on merit.
Okay.
And that happens too.
Okay.
I'm happy for that aspect of it.
Good.
Nations will have to fight for their future. So told me their man so area Jumano. After so many up and downs, no. So to now Omar the season no go a game to spare. Almost final days so to almost a page of money 4-0 against Asante Kotoko. 2-0 against Gold Stars. Heart of Lion come out 5-2. Actually, team so to none near purpose so I mean take opportunity I mean congratulate Mediama for any coach Ibrahim Tanku. That's now more players and almost supporters no. At least almost start in the deserve league. So more Jew no more Africa no. my whole hope and prayer say ombe to me
that's
na Africa no ombe to me ko yibi
so
mzoto adiaka nyina no
Zach na a time first na all time kakra wa no because the aka me time the ama we na nyame adom okay
so it's an interesting discussion of the Ghana Premier League. Now you see after another results no I've seen a lot of the commentaries and essential for you see is it though I yes vision it was a very good fair game and I only attribute keeper no error no to anything a normal error that happens in football and keeper no FA Cup and since boy the semi-final game now nations and the qualifier you know final no the keeper now or penalty hip on the ball the winning goal so to Emma penalty no Emma first nations equal final and for him to play the winning goal let's say almost trusting say he's a good penalty kicker
I know go penalty
penalty nations semi-final of the FA Cup
and don't go ball so
we are then on the final kick for nations to qualify to the finals and I buy on one score the idea there my ko di me and I boy keep an every year and one of those things that happen in football but I'm so when you have power you don't abuse the power.
Man, abuse the power.
No, so the things that happened in Tamale this weekend is non-football. Nobody should entertain it. Say, wo team. Obusuni obi bobo. Na you go and achieve team no muna dia.
Mama.
Those in power everywhere.
Omu call Tamale.
So last at the calls. The threaten. What happened in Tamale, nobody should accept it in any way.
What happened?
Oh, no, sir. Karela when
All Blacks.
All Blacks Someone and Sunday. Saturday in the evening. As from 10 to 11
p.m.
Our big cars.
Everything Accra.
Well, I don't know where the car almost be free by, but about a first and Canada for hotel on no. Other big men wants to meet them.
Big men there.
Or somewhere from somewhere Canada and paying for some two from other.
So can motivate you too.
Some two and I don't know for so come be. Go there, threatening the boys of what to say. Use one come as a move. Say boys, want to go and play an easy game, threatening them. Now they have an easy. I say when you know, it's not the Kerala involvement, but the outside involvement. Means oh, maybe I'm equal. No, that's something I'm how an FA so to money na babo. Now I would you could say about could you say, hey, man, shy, they be seeing warning them. Yes. Against Oblas. The meetings at that hotel as at 11 p.m. so to
between one.
Say on threatening our call players
from when
from the FA guys now more interested in that match.
One more be no.
Oh, I can mention them to them people that natural.
Okay.
Nobody natural. And I know say although is a good friend. Nuri is a good friend. On a very coach on a very different level. If I'm lying, he will tell you. If I'm lying, he will tell you. Yeah, first in football. So, but let's see what happened. Mazoto, your football. Oh, that was but for you to get yourself involved at that level. So I think
right, so Carol, I'm last game the nation.
Ogum. And so I didn't know
last match.
But 10 men I Senegal. Still one more marshal. Ogum has a chance to redeem himself because maybe he's becoming overrated. Because Nyamana Nansing Ogum Kuma say, this stage, how not so prove
Okay.
In the last game, he has to get the results and get the qualification.
So under 17 is not mostly about winning. Development county. We are now trema coach.
As I was sad, we are not that
under 17 mostly about development.
This argument you have to come back. Even our economy near there. Oh, we near Bois about it. Anytime I become Bayern
last match.
You got a tablet talent. I got
trema go and go for one shot on resign
no good players there.
So no one selection. So if you me papa. So to another clubs near Mudin later kind of the Bayern. Bayern we want to trust them in their last match. Nations in common. You will see you can be brave. Among Joe from Poman so Carter omunim the Koso club. I'm penny for actually. They just want to shift attention. It's an inside job. Of course. Inside job. They want to shift attention. The problems of Nations FC is never the coach. Coach in a contribution be back to web. Yeah, be season as recruitment. Recruitment ben pan a Nations FC for ye. Recruitment ben a Nations FC. Ajo.
Ebia dan na
bobo na
wo bi bia mu
bobo na omosoma omonkonko na
kwanu de mbudro no
tranya ne de na ono ankasa adwuma no bejai sa technique
mbudro no
the truth is the management of Nations FC to live up to expectations. Also ever start seeing no managerial changes. CEO name ebi mukoye ena nuance ne ba ya to omudi no omedi egu papa omedi egu nti dey help last match Tamale at least you go ahead on beating. Now their destiny is not even in their hands because out of Lions the last match no was shadow or 3-0 young apostles bo fie energy say 2-2 and there's a kotoko so na yehu de omuyi yehu de omuyi
big bro
at least a kotoko nya draw krana it's not even enough for this
draw
we call 43 that means say Nations the last match no any other reason than to win.
We are big bro
and yeah the me she krana na ahead ya beka chire on management no Kennedy Boachi and San Perusha and the rest no and you see near run a club no more the club not tiaba do this level matches on my bow few my drop points no in the middle of the season on day you were selling players and not getting proper replacement na born your bonus I will play am na ko loan division and no aba be shi runti na no person be celebrate sani e born ye no yes sani e no last season obi manage team no e ka ketua bi Open League age enye de kosi obaseka na echire wo na echire na he o ha konkonsasa ye de ma mo ahede mo te amoye otu ye de ma otu ye de ma mo ade mo ye no otu nti last match na he some ko share Heart of Lions ko share Heart of Lions nti ye say bi o metimi akwa ko share Karela ni ahede be ko otu kotoko lose 3-1
at the point na trainer
first half na omba mu later omo kura ne be kura mu second half omo ne ba ya omo be kura mu ama because na first half na be chin for no so omo per 6 ni bi to no so omo per 6 ni bi on se kotko she be chim 6 wa ha na be chin for no so per 6 ni bi o to say Chelsea season query so ma announce Alonso so he comes back to the new movie Canada and who ya say obeka say ye season and say announce coach say team here that way they are going to use emotions to decide players that will stay and leave and need the movie near can because money ba akotoko boy and on case wapa mu 20 supporters be support they would back you because the team is not performing but no play nyame ni menye sa na say ye to the fa ni nyame nyame
Como que sepa topics
ogum ne na assistant na on friend na agyeman no So one to me and Fagana for unqualified part there. There's a man make a good case, a local coach is there. The national team when he has a mom can go. Oh, but that is the truth. In the crew, oh, more represent your local coaches. I'm more represent your local coaches. Ah, see a who under 17. You who coach Afrane, Italian 91. You who Samadi, Ecuador 95.
Go to Emmanuel.
So, at least some make keep coaches. Reason why local coaches need this level.
Thank you.
Which are they?
Jones took a few. 1999, New Zealand. Salastete. Once the junior team in Mom to Tomo make me make a case.
Current coach is here.
Say, there be no, see a fan senior national team coach. You met me for a local coaches, and they offer local coaches a Ghana. Ha. Omo would near a bedroom, maybe waiting a bit and make a case at their mom so. On betting a coach here, senior national team. Baku Ogun. Namizo to a more under 17. I was some crumbs as Senegal furnish with 10 players. Almost share with 10 players. Your first game, my boy, against Oyerepa. Yes, you need two. Number 30 money 2-2. Esanya penalty crab was no. Also, share your team carefully. Individually, the boys are good. Bamzoto, you instructor more pitch in this year. Second under 17 a tournament first have 2-0. Nya better take up. This all gumne na najima no man timi anko make case bia o Morocco what they are. Then local coaches no Obia no what chance to coach a national team ni biemo. Obia no what chance to coach a senior national team no. Bema boda Nations FC a 7 hard junior kakra. Me dey me say obi investment nko ya na ha me. Adeba ko ha mo asasi super no. Omo yi video na me hwe Nation Stadium no abrankese. So they just watch the stadium. Send Nations are Division 1. Na ha no ko bom Division 1 games. Me nkasentia Young Apostles for. But the Young Apostles for stadium no. No more premier. No men kasentia mo. But what I'm trying to say investment and Nations are Young Apostles in Yebi. Enti dia na man Nations FC akwa do stage way. So dia na mo do stage way. A bad decisions ana. Because with the kind of investment, any salary as players neje, any the kind of treatment omunya no. Enye team a yebebo last game of the season. Afi na mo pe survivor. Abwada anu de kaka Zak na wo kan go keeper na sem. Omo semi final game no mo bo na FA Cup no. Nye go keeper na she go. Extra time no mo win no game. Nye go keeper na be she go ma ho. Me asate na eti e kasa mzutu. Still me mentia the reason why they allow the goalkeeper to kick sa penalty no.
Penalty boy.
Also there. So how many times one go? How many times one goalkeeper we so about penalty man Nations FC?
But goalkeepers bo penalty.
Not me nka so Shilabet mo bo no. Se Shilabet be gina woni se Paraguay team no. Penalty be to Shilabet na ebo. Stage bia ni de wo mo. Almost strike here say goals ya no gina ho ye dey. Ano no gina ho ye dey. Am so to mama na nkwa akobo. The Nations assembly there eno so hia adaje kakra. Mediama for winning league no. Mediama for winning league no. Be ma boda o ma ya de ye bebo o ma ba so. But the question is TNA Park no Zoto qualified to host Champions League games. And only the first question is here say the last time a Mediama G League ko Africa na zo mo free ta kwaba Kumase e bebo mo games e wo Kumase. Mediama Sage League biem Zoto Kumase they out. Kumase de nka ho enyi Mediama Sage League biem eti na me bisasem Zoto as a stage baby eti sese baby eti sese you were only one stadium oh my and they qualified to host CAF competition eti your teams near no money abre so moji league na no so moji league go Africa no way
so qualify onya $1 million
qualified
Champions League in striker
$1 million
$1 million straight and then you can move
$1 million.
$1 million.
CAF Champions League.
Timbia.
Now group stage.
Who qualify? Yeah, oh, Zaga.
Now the 20 teams have qualified to you.
Oh, Musepe, the amount.
Debbie.
Zaga.
Qualify Champions League. We are two now qualified Champions League. Champions League near 100, no more $150,000. And now the 20 clubs have qualified for Champions League. Now the whole competition in Kraba Jet say. Debbie want to be faster than any about checking here.
My bad, maybe.
Okay. Kaga one says me dey born ye dika kan se kwa ne coaches no ye kan omo ne nya adwene ba de nya no ano omoye de nya no eno ano omoye sabi utie o ya ye neutral certificate ye veti pa ye neutral certificate ba Ghanaian coaches na dwuma omoye no omo di tipa ye neutral certificate
dey event certificate
try certificate adro bi awi de na de say
event certificate
ye veti pa ye nwe
etimanu ko so
da bi ye veti pa ye nwe di tipa ye para.
Now we are doctor.
Yeah, no, we should just focus on the museum. We couldn't tell me I'm a top parliament. What's your friend saying? What's your friend saying? Transilicate, another transilicate. Transilicate, you've got to pay me. You've got to area. Ghanaian coaches, we are can't fear 15 years ago. So, I'm killing Ghana football. No, I'm killing Ghana football. No, and I'm buying number 9 free football. No, buying number 10 free. Buying ringers free. They say, what the question go? They say, Ghana ringer, any Ghana league. Europe usuzo amusha na brofo big clubs ni nyina use ringers me kase mo fi akobe 20 years on wuntie football no mo pro no mo pro football ni sa hanko and now bobo Ghana ha and akoto ko match sem ko hebi what the park ni so di biti tam ni ko bechem what you want di biti tam
o go there
atika kire bokro
news for number
di miami ko di si ye
news for number o ko bechem
mi ko bechem do antie sro
suspect na to
mi se ko jise no born say ne nkati aka nyanto aso
news for number suspect in the studio Abbas at Bechem yeah be Krobia kasi bomre na so Krobia ni PSA lad de bre
Oyerepa FM ni ya de kasi ba we na mo ni wi ase ni na bre mo mutio 1 0.7